Listen.
Yeah! Yes, God! Get that out of
Hi, everybody. Hello, good afternoon, good evening. I'm not sure what time of day it is for you if you're tuning in right now, but I have decided to not do a vertical live today for obvious reasons. As a lot of you know, normally if I do a vertical live, it's to pull in those numbers of people who are hate watchers on purpose so that way I can utilize their whatever is inside of them that they need to have healed and I can take their views. So like it's been fun, but because I am literally I'm literally 7 days. If we just count even this afternoon, I am 7 days. I am 1 week away from walking away from this computer, getting about 5 days in the sun, in the beach, and nothing but tequila and tacos. And so I'm not in the mood to argue with random folks today and basically try to like protect this chat, if you will, because I don't see my moderators in here. I just wanted to have a good old time today, not too long of a conversation, maybe an hour and some change. And then, of course, this weekend we have RuPaul's Drag Race in the panel, and it will be my last weekend before my trip. So I want nothing but the good energy, all the lollipops with the sweet trip to the candy shop and the bonbons and the rest of it, okay? So I have cut my own, I did this all myself. Now that I have my contact lenses and I can actually see my hairline better and I can cut it evenly because the girl used to have to do some things because I would cut my hair a little too crazy. But now that I got my contact lenses, I've been able to cut my hair perfectly fine now. I still plan to go do something with my hair, but my trip is coming up. We're going to talk about that literally a week away. I'm so happy, but I'm also stressed because I don't have everything done before this trip, and it's driving me a little bit, and I'm nervous that I'm not going to have everything done, and I'm trying to get okay with it happening. But we'll talk about it. Plus, there's been some new updates for my trip, which is so much fun. But there's also going to be some hot topic conversation because, baby, the streets have been running wild, okay, with incel blood. Oh, I can say it just like that. Have been running wild with incel blood. I have never seen so many people victim shame somebody in my entire life. But I'm not surprised when I see who the person is that they're worshiping, that they want to believe is right in this situation, even after all the evidence and all the stuff that we've been seeing about said individual, somebody that nobody even knows, but a lot of people know in the same kind of grip. But it has something to do with our little mermaid, Miss Haley. Of course, if you haven't noticed this already, she had filed a restraining order that was granted. It has not been delivered just yet, but it was granted by the state, I believe, or the city, if I'm correct here, towards DDG. If you don't know who this is, he's a popular streamer who has developed an audience of people that is, they've attacked me. On a good day, they've attacked me on a bad day. They have come for me even having anything to say about him. Okay. These people have also been attacking Haley. And I will get into sort of the gist of what's going on and give you a run through with why this is news right now and why a lot of people are very much really confused about how in the world can so many people turn on this girl like that, especially because there's a child involved in the situation. And then they're going through this rabbit hole. And I went through a rabbit hole of his old videos and stuff that I've seen. Do you know this man had literally created a AI version of his ex-baby mother, of his baby's mother? I shouldn't say ex-girlfriend, ex-fiance, ex-girlfriend, baby mother, to have an argument about seeing their child. That's a real thing. That's not a fake. That's not fake. That's a real thing that actually happened, that he did on a live stream in front of his audience. A fake version, AI version of your baby's mother that you had an argument about let me see my child, to an AI version of this woman. I kid you not. So again, that's just the tip of the iceberg. He has academics on his side right now. That is the person you're using. You're using Jerry swollen mouse. You're using Jerry type 2 diabetes mouse. You're using Jerry, who has also been known to put his hands on women. That person that we have video footage of, who's a complete cornball on Drake's payroll for that matter. You got them defending you coming out on that. Also, I'm going to talk about Aiden Ross's bitch ass because he thinks because he, I guess, is Jewish, he's not white. Well, girls, I've got some news for you today. What that's been given, honey, being Jewish is a ethnicity and religion, is not a race. So we got this motherfucker talking about Doechii. And I mean, called her all kinds of untalented, this, that, and the other, and on all this other stuff that's happening here, okay? Now, all of a sudden, she posts something that got deleted. Shut up, you know, Saltine, whatever the case may be. And all these random folks come around here, well, he's not white, he's Jewish. Oh my God, everybody's dumb. I got people like Bleeker, this cat hair. Mina was on my desk earlier. I got people like Bleeker is Jewish, talking to me like Matthew. Do you hear these people? Like, I'm just putting my hands up. It is, you will find out how stupid people are on this internet. You will find out how dumb people are on this internet. Let's continue going here because there's more hot topics and I'm not done because we're about to get into it today. Chris Brown, after posting Free Tory, was arrested within 24 hours over an incident in 2023 of him busting a bottle over somebody. Literally within 24 hours. Crash, you should have seen the conversations that were happening. Someone was like, and I'm not coming for anybody who's Jewish here. You know, I love everybody, but it was the fact I was seeing people comparing Black people's struggles to Jewish struggles. This I read today, and it's not just from white people trying to make Jewish people into a Black and white situation. It was also from Black men, mostly, who are uneducated, that are on this internet, and every now and then some sort of pick-me bitch that'd be in the comment section. Because every time I see a woman in a comment section where there's actual evidence and proof against any man that's done something to a woman, take the man's side, I know she's a pick-me bitch. There is no other answer. That's a pick-me. That is not a we don't need a girl's girl. We just need someone who can see the facts of the situation, understand what's going on, and take a side of the individual who was then hurt in that situation. But when I see any woman going in there, you know, women lie, bitch, you're the liar. You Dusty McStevenson are the liar. You're a pick-me bitch. You want to be chosen by these people who you think have access to the power that you so desperately need, to then when you get in said situation, you're willing to be quiet and allow everything to happen to those around you and those in front of you and to you because you need this clout so bad. Or you're going to be one of them girls that's like, well, choose me. And then when you start to see everyone, oh, we want to have your back, you use that versus actually taking it for what it is. You use that as a way of building something up for yourself, and you really didn't give a fuck in the first place. I've seen it too many times before with these celebrities. Tory Lanez was juked. That's the best way I'm going to put it. I'm not going to say what it is. I don't know if YouTube's okay with me saying that, but someone took something sharp and tickled his ribs, bitch, in prison. He was shanked. There we go. I'll use that word. Shanked in prison. Tory Lanez was shanked. You cannot make this up. The Free Tory Lanez, Chris Brown. Chris Brown gets arrested. Tory Lanez got shanked in prison. And all of a sudden, here come the same people. Meg's a liar. Meg's this, that, and the other. Meg's this, that, and all that kind of crap. There's no evidence, but there was enough to put him in jail, though. I literally just talked about pick-me's. Why are we not catching up? And then the story behind how he got shanked. Girl, I'm over here like, so if I was you, because apparently this is all alleged when it comes to what happened in prison and and people speaking about it. It's wild that you're not in there with your head down, just working out so that you can get out and then go about your music and get back to whatever fandom that you got. But instead, you trying to run game up in there and you was talking shit. That's the tea. They were also trying to make it a black on black thing. Isn't that funny how quickly that happened? They found out he was shanked in jail. All you know how the racists and the clickbaiters come out. Well, it's another black on black crime. And it wasn't. It was not. It was not a Latino got him. And the reasons, and this is all alleged, and the reasons why and what was behind it is is going to gag you. It also makes me feel like, yes, you did shoot that girl in the foot. Like, you definitely shot that girl in the foot. Just based off this story, this little light where you got ... You definitely did that. And you had old girl cover up for you because you knew what was up, because everybody was trying to get her out the business because Megan's star was rising really fast and none of the girls that were around her were catching up. True tea. Barb didn't want her to succeed because she's not Nikki, and all of the people that were around her, like her record label and all the motherfuckers, were trying to fuck her over because that star power was going past the point of her just being a rap girl. That's the gag. And I'm the same person who will tell you about Megan real quick. That's my Houston dog. I'm always going to be down for my Houston folks, except for people like Slim Thugs, bitch ass, and the rest of them. Whatever the case may be, even though Slim has done a lot for the community back in the day, this new stuff he talking about now, I'm like, are you good? Like, what's happening here? Did you just find out about TikTok? And you just now found out about these incel opinions and you're trying to get on and get in? Because you know they're not going to pay for your bills or go to your concerts like you think they are. They're not. You're too old in the game now for them to give a fuck about you. That's the tea. Oh, let me stop talking about Slim. I'm getting ahead of myself. So you see, I got a lot of things to talk about today and here to have a good time with you in, I guess, the short run. I want to make this maybe an hour and some change for video. Again, we're doing it this style because I just did not want to do my vertical lives like I normally been doing. While those have been good and YouTube has been promoting them, I just didn't feel like dealing with a bunch of incels, very homophobic energy. It's not like YouTube is protecting the content creators when it comes to hateful, abusive messages like that. So this is where I'm at when it comes to it. And again, I'm so close to my vacation. I'm not trying to carry any negative energy going into what is supposed to be a peaceful time for me. So my name is Matty-Rants. Make sure you hit the like button, share, and subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you so much for being here today. As you know, during the week, we have either tier maker videos or hot topic videos that I sort of do and go over and give you a little run through of the news in my special kind of way, not within the CNN parameters. I don't have any special guests here. This is not my entire channel's life. You understand what I'm saying? It's just something I like to do to where I get to check in with all of you, also get to talk about some of the hot topics that have been spinning in my brain and sort of get you prepared for the weekend. So again, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you get in the comment section and talk about any of these hot topics today or any other topics that we do bring up. And again, hit that like button. If you did want to drop a little bit of love in my jar, it is going to be going a very, 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 very long way. I am not prepared for this trip that I have to take in 7 days. And that is scary because I don't get paid by YouTube until 2 days prior to the trip. And Lord knows I'm not going to be able to get all that done. So if you send me any bit of love, it's going to go a long, long way, helping me get a couple things I have not gotten just yet. And I do need to go to the mall. I have to get into the bathing suit. Your boy has lost so much weight in all the right places and all the good stuff. I know that's like a stunt to just sit there and say that, but it's the truth. I have literally body like, wow, like all that. So one of my bathing suits that I was going to bring does not fit anymore. It looks wonky and it looks way too big on me. And one of the tops that I wanted to get, she's not going to fit. So I was like, oh, I am going to have to redo the clothes thing. So everything else I have, but I need at least another pair of shorts, another pair of swim trunks, and another tank top is where I'm at as far as this trip is concerned. If I don't get it, it's whatever. But like, My brain is not happy. Bitch, I sat through my suitcase. Y'all, for those of you who know, and you get prepared for trips, you go through your clothes, you get everything set up and stuff. I'm OCD ADHD. So like I have to bring everything out, lay it on the bed, re-look it over, try it on, look and see how it looks. Blah, 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 blah. I even shrunk some clothes on purpose because I was like, I have really lost a lot of tummy fat and like just random bullshit, if that makes any sense. I'm happy with where the physical body is going here. We are really fit and pumped right now, 8-pack included. But like, I was like, damn, I bought a whole bunch of clothes last year that were when I was bigger and I was like 200 pounds. I'm at 156, 157 right now. So I lost 50 pounds over the last year. And a lot of my clothes don't fit. Like a lot of my clothes don't fit. I have to buy all new gym clothes because all my gym shorts are too big for me now. All my gym shirts are too big. I need to get a small. I used to wear mediums and larges. I now need a small and maybe a medium in like everything. Like everything. My waist was a 32 last year. It is currently at 30. Get into that. Bitch, fuck all that. Probably 31 because it was 30 and some change when I measured it this morning and I was like, oh my God. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. But it's good. And it's not unhealthy. There's no sort of disorder involved in this. It's literally me waking up every day, working out in the morning, very much being cautious about the food that I'm eating, all that kind of stupid stuff, whatever. If I do want to have like something that's very junk foody, it's on the weekends. It's not on the weekdays. And then at night I work out. And so the morning is a bigger workout for me. And I will definitely be posting my routine if y'all ever want it, because it's an interesting routine, but I think it's good because it's also not dependent on you having weights. It's dependent on you having resistance bands and some sort of machine to walk on or do a Stairmaster. And then everything else is like just you at home with your own body weight, right? And then at night, I do a light workout, which is really good. It's like less crazy, like at the beginning of the day. Like there are push-ups, there are pull-ups that I got to do. I do crunches each and every night and morning. That's why I got my 8-pack. Night, day and night. I do ab workout. And then I switch it up. I do squats at night versus the donkey kicks and the fire hydrant pulls. Either way, my body is really coming together. I'm very happy about it. Me and my therapist, we've been really working on the body dysmorphia part of me feeling uncomfortable sometimes and me being okay with myself. So this trip is going to be a humongous test, because last trip in Miami, I was fine, but I wasn't at what I wanted to feel or look like. And now I sort of feel that way more. And so this trip is definitely going to be a test for me to get over that little mental aspect of thinking that I'm not good enough physically for people, or that I do not fit the requirements that are being asked of me as a gay man in this life to be considered attractive. And I want to remove all those kinds of feelings, but I also want to remove them to the point to where I don't think that if I gain weight that I'm not desirable still. Because in reality, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And it doesn't matter really what size you are, because if there is love, it will always find you. And I do believe that. But I also want to get out of my head that no one's going to talk to me if I don't have everything physically and mentally together. Because I've just dealt with a bunch of shitty, very toxic kind of people in my dating lifestyle who wanted me to change or wanted me to do this and constantly talked about that. So it's been healing in a journey, but it's also been one of those like self-realization, like, damn, I really did think about this way too much. I really did put way too much stock into all these people's opinions about me that I don't even know or would even care to want to know. And I find them not to be even important. So why is something that they're saying hurting me? Because that was something I felt. And so they're picking on an insecurity and trying to make it bigger. And so we're about building fences, we're about building walls, but we're also about opening new doors so that way the right ones can come in. That's a movie. Let the right one in. But yeah, so we'll talk about it. But it's table sport. It's hard because I'm hard-headed. I'm like already hard-headed. So it's been really tough. And I'm having a lot of days where I do get in my head And that is why I have found certain things around the house to do, or even playing with the cats for a second or whatever, just to take my mind away from that. The moment I start thinking it, though, I'm catching myself like, ooh, let that go, let that go, let that go, and move on. But I highly recommend, if anybody's ever having any of those issues up here with the way you're thinking and the way that you're like putting things together, there's therapy, there's free options too. Just check on your state and your local city. They may have options available for you, especially based off your income. And also, like, don't be so hard on yourself. And this is me saying I'm super hard on me. But like this earlier this week after Sunday's panel, it's been a lot of that. And I've been very like happy to be like, okay, we are putting a lot of pressure on ourselves. Like, we need to let that go. But then in my other push in my brain, it's like, but you need to be concerned. So it's tough, but I think all of us can get through it. And if not, it's something that we have to constantly work on each and every day. So very much that. But if you did want to throw a little bit of love in my jar, it's going to go a extremely long way. I mean, yeah, I got loans out right now. I still got to pay, but like, bitch, I haven't spent any of my money this week. I've spent it on bills. I love it. Every time I got a little something from Patreon, I'd have to put it immediately towards something else. Like, I haven't been able to touch jack. Ooh, so glad we're talking about this right now. Patreon is changing the rules again. And this is something I've talked about. See, Diggy hasn't been here, but me and him have talked about, because he also uses Patreon. But I want to read it to you because they just changed something up again. And I was like, oh. Crash, thank you so much for the lovey on Cash App. Thank you, beeps. Little shopping money. Oh my God. I appreciate it. You don't even know. Because I plan to do a lot 2 days prior to my trip. Like, we'll do the Sunday panel, and then I'm more than likely will go live that Wednesday, like the week of my trip. And that will be the last live I do until you see me the following Wednesday for the season All-Stars 10 episode 4 review, right? But that Wednesday, I need to go to the mall, and I haven't been in the mall forever. I don't like the malls like I used to. I gotta go to the mall on Wednesday. I gotta go get my nails done on Wednesday, because I've learned that if I go to a nail tech and if they nick me a little bit or a little cut or something like that, it's faster to heal 2 days prior than the day before me getting on a flight where a bunch of nasty, sick ass people are going to be in the airport, right? Boom. And then the day before my flight, I need to go get my hair done. And again, y'all know I haven't done anything between my hair outside of a ponytail and letting it be free and natural and cutting the sides. That's it. So I feel like a treat to myself, or at least something of somewhat of a way of being like, hey, Matt, you deserve this and you should feel a little bit more refreshed, is to do something with my hair, whether it's 2-strand twists or getting cornrows with a little design or whatever in the top of my head. I'm still looking for a person I want to book. I thought I had someone. I changed my mind. That other person that I booked with canceled on me because apparently she's no longer in business. I was like, oh, bitch. Took her whole profile off a style seat. I was like, all right. Glad that I got my funds back, because I could totally see that not happening. And I'm putting a lot on myself about this, but I just really want things to go well, because I just am not in the mood. So I have a pack of those now. So remember the last time I like did anything and I got super duper sick? Yeah. So I'm going to be in that airport with that mother on. And I will not have no regrets. I'm not going to care if anybody looks at me crazy. I'm not in the mood to catch a cold again. I'm not in the mood to be sick. I'm not in the mood to be down as long as I was. Like, y'all remember, I was down for a while. I'm not in the mood for that ever again. Like this last time, like, especially because the hospital ended up charging me anyways, even though I got an email saying that they're not supposed to charge me. And now I got another email conflicting that. And I'm still having to deal with that right now. They just sent me a whole nother thing like, you're late. Girl, I'm not paying this. And you just told me I don't have to pay. Well, you didn't sign up for that. There was no timeline. There was no deadline. That's your fault, not mine. So like I'm still dealing with that because that's $985 that I'm not in the mood for right now. Like that's damn near my rent. So I'm just like, wow, like this is crazy. But whatever stress I got going on, I just go, this is it. There it is. And whatever happens will happen. If I'm on the street, I'm on the street. If I'm not on the street, then here I am. But whatever the case may be, it's me and these two little fur babies, and that's all I got. But that's just where it's at. But yeah, I will be wearing my mask at the airport. I'm not even playing these games anymore. The last time I was in the airport, I remember I got a little cold afterwards because people are just not covering their mouth. Nobody cares. People really don't care. It drives me nuts how many people just be out there just whatever. Oh, the vax is conspiracy, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's why they passed up. Not any sort of pre-existing medical conditions. And it's really funny when people be telling you like, oh, it's because, the vax ain't even right. Girl, I bet that person never once went to the doctor. I bet they never gone to a clinic for a sexual disease or anything. Those are the same people that are being gone and got, and y'all are going, well, it will probably, no. There's no probably anything. Like, there's been several funerals I've gone to over a specific thing that y'all said was a conspiracy, and that drives me and others wild because it's like, okay. And the crazy part is when people go, oh, it was just a sneeze. Right, Alicia? Man, do you know how much bacteria is in that one thing that actually goes about 50 feet in a room? God forbid we were on a plane. God forbid we're on a plane. Every time I hear a or a chew, and I'm looking and I see the person's whole face just open, I'm like, and there it go. It's traveling through the whole air cavern as we speak right now, just circling right back around, all that kind of stuff. Knowing damn well. So, believe it or not, every day we walk outside, every day that we open our doors and leave our homes, every day we walk past somebody, we put ourselves at risk. Not to be scared of the world, but like, let's be, you know what I mean? It's like, because you don't know who's taking care of themselves and who's not. And also the common courtesy of just doing something like this, or hachoo, or hachoo, hachoo, it drives me. We'll talk a little bit more about the trip coming up and some things are going to happen here, but let's do a little hot topic moment. Let's start on the hot topics bit of this all before we get into our fun day, little, Thursday situationship going on right now. Not too many things to talk about here, but enough to where I feel we can have an hour of our time taken up before we get back to the real world and the bull that we have to face each and every day. The sneak peek for RuPaul's Drag Race episode 3 of All Stars 10 has already posted. As you know, I don't watch this because I do reactions on Patreon, but I'm always spoiled because of social media. If you don't want to be spoiled, because the show does come out very early in the morning, night, if you will, for a lot of us in the States versus those across the seas, either turn your phone all the way off, turn off all notifications, including the ones that get delivered when it's in Do Not Disturb or whatever. If you're a doom scroller, I highly suggest that Thursday nights and Friday mornings are not your doom scroll days. I highly suggest going on to YouTube and finding yourself a video that is very time consuming and letting that be the emphasis of the structure of wherever you want your mind to go. I'm just gonna be honest, because I've had to mute my Discord because the first episode was spoiled for me through the notifications that were coming through my phone. Because mind you, I'm sober right now, so like I don't have my normal ganji to go to sleep to, because ganja's really good at knocking me out. So like my body is wired and I'm up. So I will have my phone on Do Not Disturb. My phone goes on Do Not Disturb at 10 p.m. every night. It wasn't you, Crash. It was somebody else, and they know who they are. Because it was literally the first thing that was posted before but like the moment the episode dropped, you post it. I knew that you didn't even see that. I was like, so you just skip forward? Like, my God. But like, it was the fact that they posted, and it was First thing was, I just had no choice but to. And then followed by, and I'm like, I didn't even get a chance. I just got in the bed. I haven't even turned my computer. I just got in the bed. So I had to remove all notifications from Discord. I will be popping back on, but what you will notice from me is I won't touch Discord until after I've seen the episode. Once I've seen the episode, I come back on Discord, I turn on my notifications, and I'll engage in conversation. By the time we get close to that the next episode again, like right now, I've already put my Discord on Do Not Disturb. The moment that teaser dropped, I was like, oop, off. Because y'all like to ruin shit. I got to do it for the whole thing because I've already done this with another Discord before that I tried to mute everything, and there's 37 individual channels in the Discord. That is annoying to have to do, Nighttail. So the whole thing is on Do Not Disturb. The entire thing. Also, some of y'all are not posting things in the correct categories, and you still posting tea right over there. No, Komorian can post whatever the fuck they want to, Crash. No shade. Because that's literally their Twitter channel. They are monetized through that. So that way they get a little coin tata. So I don't blame them for what they're doing. They're monetized on Twitter. That makes more sense if they're posting things immediately. Do you know I had over 325,000 impressions just this past weekend over Drag Race stuff? I could have made money over a Drag Race on Twitter. I saw the analytics. I was like, girl, I could have $100 just from this past week because every post I made about and I mean every one of them I made about Drag Race went viral in a sense, in a way, regardless. In reference to. So like, I don't blame them for doing that. And I know they're getting people that complain about them. I'm also annoyed when my own panel members do that shit because they definitely get up and spoil things for me in the morning. So it's like, okay, so who are you talking about? I hate these people that spoil shit. Yet y'all hoes be in the chat, literally giving the entire episode away prior to me and others seeing it, but want to complain online. Bullshit. So put that shit on mute. Come back to it the next day. It's going to be okay. Felicia, Maddie, in reference to rants. That was one of the funniest panels ever. And I really hope that y'all don't think that those people like pressed me in any kind of way. Like I found it hysterical, the shit that they were saying, because a lot of it was like very much an indicator that you watch me every single time I'm on this computer. You never miss a show. You may have me on in the background and maybe cussing me clean out, calling me N-word this and F-word that, and that's why you're not friends with who and doing all that. But you are giving me the engagement. And what made that even funnier was like, you apparently have control. That's very slave owner mentality, by the way. You have control over the rant pack, apparently. And you was like, don't tip him. Followed by $300+ in tips. So, and that was from just super chats. I didn't even get anybody really tipping me on my Cash App that day or PayPal, which is cool. Y'all do what you want to do. Those are the ones I can get direct, but it's cool. But like, that was the most super chats I've had. Almost the most super chats I've had in one go, except for my birthday. It was so funny. And everyone made the funniest jokes out of it. How do I join the Discord? There's a Discord link that should be available. If I haven't posted it yet, I don't know why it's not on there. Normally my mods will post it. They've also been in the chats, if you will. What's the word I'm looking for? Like Liam will post it in the live chats and stuff like that. So if anybody is in the Discord now, because this is now I'm having to do a bunch. If anybody's in the Discord now and you have an invitation link, just go ahead and post it to the live chat if you will. However, you do have to be approved to be in the Discord. And the reason for that is because there are people who, again, like I say, have dedicated their lives to me. I am their God, apparently, even though I believe in the Bible and I believe that no false idol should be put before them. Okay. And so they are trying to find things to talk about. They are, if I say anything personal, it's wrapped into a nice, nasty little bow and, giving razor blades on the end of it. It's a lot. So that's where my apologies come in, because I'm always like, I'm sorry, y'all, that I'm open. And for those who want to receive me, you do. But those who don't, they turn it into something else and it gets really gross and it gets very nasty and negative. And so, it is what it is. I even remember in the live chat the other day, someone's like, you having 9 million views ain't shit. Girl, where are yours? And I'm almost at 10 million, thank you. But like for 22,000+ subscribers, for somebody that only talks about mostly LGBTQIA plus programming, who is very unapologetic in a way, in a sense, but not all the way, that literally is unapologetically Black, that it literally stands for his beliefs and his rights and does not follow into the trends of, let me do something to basically like appease the masses versus just being individually himself, which is one of the most punk things ever. The fuck out of here, bitch. I'm eating, chewing, spewing, if you will. Could be better, but still better than you, right? Because I am not in someone's live chat trying to argue with someone that I don't know. You are, not me. So again, this last Sunday was amazing. It was amazing, and I was really appreciative of all the love. I'm going to be like, can we do it again via Cash App and PayPal for the trip coming? But again, don't have to. It's not like the thing. It's like just something if you wanted to show a little bit of extra love, because it really is fucking helpful. Like tomorrow's going to be extremely stressful for me. I got at least $150 in loans I got to pay back, and she don't got it right now because we had to basically pay for a whole bunch of other stuff. And if something happens, something happens. If it doesn't. But again, everything's been paid for so far on my trip. I still have to pay for the Uber rides and the groceries because we're going to have groceries at the house that we're renting. And then we're going to be taking all the same Uber together. So that way no one's having to worry about individually paying for things. We're going to try to be getting like the big vans because it's a group of 8 of us, possibly 10, depending on if our other party members like roll in and all that kind of jazz. So we're just trying to be as smart about this decision as possible. We have literally an entire itinerary, and I love that my friend has made this up. And I'm also going to myself, if our Gary, yes, baby. I'm so glad that you stepped into this room. Gary steps, everybody. Let's give Gary some love. Gary. Okay, so we were just talking about you, Gary, and I know that I make your world go round and round and round. And I love that for you, baby. I love that. No picture, no kind of anything. I know you were sitting back there like, this bitch been talking about me. I don't even know your punk ass. But thank you for the engagement, Gary. And pay for my little trip. What trip are you going on, Gary? What are you doing, Gary? What's happening, Gary? Come on, Gary, tell us about you. People want to know about you, right? People want to know about you, right? Tell us about you, Gary. Tell us about you, Gary. Come on. Damn you, piece of Mateo. I wanted to pull up his account real quick. Why you time him out for me, sister? I just needed to pull up his account real quick because I bet you money. I bet you money. I bet you money. I bet you money. Yes, the money that I got that apparently you want that you don't have from my little trip. I bet you money. As a matter of fact, what's your Cash App, Gary? Let me send you some love. Maybe you need something today. Maybe someone can remind you that you're a human being. Possibly. It's giving a bastard child living in a bastard house full of bastard problems, full of a bitch fucking home. And I hope. No, I can't anymore because Pista Mateo did what he did. So I can't pull it up anymore. But that's okay, because I appreciate Peace for being a good moderator right now. Give me a moment on those, though, when I highlight that kind of shit, because I guarantee you the account was made either today or it's a very, very, oh, she just made the account. Yeah, they either make it today or it's an old account that they had to go find an email for to then log in with just to come up and tell me something. You feel what I'm saying? So like, that's what makes this funnier. That's what makes this great. So yes, people are paying for my little trip. I'm also paying for my little trip with the money that I earned through YouTube. And you get to watch me. You get to see me have a great life and enjoy myself, and also see people love me. I hope that burns you alive. I hope that makes you sick to your stomach. I hope that feeds you nothing but razor blades down the tummy. So if my love and the love that others are giving me makes you sick, vomit. So let's continue, everybody. But thanks, Gary, for being here. You proved my point. As I literally was just talking about you. You proved my point. And that's the best part I love about the trolls. I get to prove it every single time. Plus, we in a recession. Get your checks. I mean, speaking of which, okay, since we're talking about money and Gary's in my coin. Yeah, Larry, now you're Gary. You're welcome for those tips, babe. You wouldn't have them without me. Don't you block them. Don't you block them, girl. Don't you block them just yet. Let's look at this little silly sissy over here. Let's look at it, honey. Let's get to it. Okay, so it's not Larry now. I mean, it's Gary. It's Larry now. Okay, right. All right. May 15th, 2025. So if you want to help Larry in this conversation, who's no longer Gary, you can send me a tippy poos to paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Once the trip is over, back to broke. Yes, girl. So send me your money. Yes, girl. Come on, Larry. You can do it. You can do it, Larry. You could do it, Larry. Y'all, help Larry out here. Larry's by themselves. Girl, call your friends. Come on, Larry. Yeah, you can go ahead and block her now. We got enough. Bye, Larry. More success than you. And mind you, success is not always quantified by how much money you have. And of course, the numbers and this and the other. Many people have different versions of success. Larry, maybe it would be a good idea for you to possibly figure out what success is. Because it sounds like you don't know what that is, Sweet Pea. It sounds like you only have one version of what you think is success. And that is embarrassing. More successful than you, Larry, unless we don't have a picture of you, we don't know your name, and we don't know anything about you. You currently are on your parents' Wi-Fi. It doesn't matter. But thank you, Larry, because I've been said to do it, girl. Come on, Larry. You got this, Larry. Oh my gosh, Ashraf, thank you. Oh, money for your little trip. Dedicate to Gary, Larry, Harry, Scary, and Halle Berry. We almost had the Berry part right, but we got it there. Thank you, Ashraf. Appreciate you. Oh my gosh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Who says I'm dreaming of Drag Race? Who says I want to still do drag anymore? Since you know so much about me. Come on, Larry. Who says I'm still even doing it to be on the show? Who says I wanted to do that? Who says I'm probably moving into another direction and haven't given that up yet. So then what is it going to be then, Larry? Will I still be dreaming of Drag Race then? Are you not the person who wants to? You sound like you want to be on the show. Sound like you want to have the girls' phone numbers like I got. Sound like you want to be in my position. Sounds like you don't have anything. Sounds like I have more than you when I have nothing. Imagine me having more than you, and you say I have nothing. A big fan crash? Bitch, they probably want to fuck me. Ashley, hey girl, it's giving. Who can I run to at this point? Do the introspective work, trolls. The space is empty because of you. Bloop. with an account they literally just made, Bob dash Y8. Yeah, so again, generic name, generic this, generic that. Good luck to you, girl. But yes, everybody, I just wanted, again, I love it when I prove my points. I love it when the things that I say happen. I love it that they just tell on themselves. So Gary and Larry, who are the same person, basically, I just told you, they gave the views. People wanted to spite them because of their nastiness, and that's what happened. So nothing you say is correct. Nothing you say is true. I am the overall and the be all answer. I am the drag authority, according to you. I know more about drag than you. I know more about life than you. I'm better at life than you. Yeah. So all of the above. Thanks. Because what you could have done, and this is what I never understand about these people, because they think them coming back to me is going to be like, yo, guys, I can't take this anymore. It's too much. You could be giving anybody else your energy that you give a fuck about. You got to come here and give me mine. And the thing is that you think you're humbling me. I'm a child of God, sweetheart. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit got me. I will always defeat you. I will always beat you, even in my worst days. Bitch, I was in a hotel for them days. I've been in this place for now almost 4 years. Girl, pillow to post, went everywhere I had to go through, and I was always able to find my way back, always able to have my feet on the ground. Whether my audience helped me, whether my family helped me, whether strangers helped me. It's because when you are blessed and you actually have the ancestors, the spirit, and the Holy Ghost behind you, you can't get me. And that's the problem. You are trying to get me. Let's say that YouTube goes down tomorrow. You think my life is over? You think my life is over if this channel were to shut down the next day? Honey. Oh, honey. One thing about people who actually know me in my real life is that they say Matty has always had something. There ain't never been a moment of pause for me. I'm the same guy who has literally held multiple jobs at one point in time. And that actually can apply to anybody. Anybody can be on that same sort of level. It's not just me. It really isn't. Everybody else can do the same fucking thing. Could honestly get on their own channel and do their own kind of stuff. All this kind of stuff like that. Come on now. Come on now. Hey, Mandy girl. Don't block me. Don't block Mandy. Don't block Mandy. We had to get a little creative with the name, didn't we, Mandy? Didn't we, Mandy? Mandy also just created their profile today, everybody. Not yet. Let's give Mandy some time. Girl, you have a breakdown on here every 6 working days. Not true. What do you mean your life is better? Better than yours, Mandy. Stop. You live in a shoebox with 2 cats. I live in a nice 1-bedroom apartment with my 2 babies. Yes. And it's actually a very nice apartment with all amenities included. What else you got, Mandy? Larry? Gary? You just made this account today? Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. I'm beating you because you're still here. You literally just logged into another account. I can make this whole live about you and be monetized for this, by the way. This is embarrassing for Mandy, Larry, Gary, and whoever else is logged in. Oh, girl, I hope you get the help that you need, sickness and everything. I remember the last person that made a video about me. When do I act like I'm the expert on everything? I literally give my own personal opinions about different TV shows that I like to watch. And then we sort of go off of like what we feel aesthetically is pleasing. So I've never claimed to be the expert on anything. That's you, Mandy, projecting that onto me. Do you think I'm the expert? Or do you just not like that I, a Black gay man, have a voice on the internet and are able to speak their mind? No? Okay. Well, Mandy, I want you to feel better. Apparently, I am better than you. I'm more of an expert than you. And currently not having a breakdown every 5 seconds. Oh, so you weren't, oh, so you don't know sarcasm. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a joke, dumb, about somebody literally coming into my chat and saying that I think that I'm the authority on drag. That's the joke, stupid. What a waste of God's green earth. What a waste of air. Ugh. I'm telling y'all need to start swallowing. Stop having these babies with brain damage. My goodness gracious. You just said 5 seconds ago it was a joke. That's the joke. Someone came in here and said some shit like that, and we were like, what? Okay, everybody. Okay, moderators, if we see any more like random comments like that from those profiles, just go ahead and just block them. Like, we're just not even gonna respond. I gave Gary, Larry, and Mandy, who are all the same person, who all created accounts today just to like come at me here. And I noticed that they're doing this to me and not other Drag Race content creators. And I'm also recognizing the pattern of specifically what kind of people are in the chat, the verbiage that they're using, and the small microaggressions that are also being put in place with that. So yes, I'm having another breakdown. Is this a breakdown? Am I having a breakdown? No. Okay, can we get to the topics, please? Thanks. But thank y'all for the super chats today. Appreciate it. And the tippy poos on my Cash App. Lovey. In memory of Gerald and Lawrence Steps. I mean, we can put Mandy in there too. It's a lot of it's all microaggressionable, and you already know what they look like. I forgot about that one ugly motherfucker on Twitter that was like, I can't stand Matty-Rants. He doesn't like light-skinned people. I was like, oh girl, I went through the whole Twitter. I was like, ooh, bitch. Y'all guys are deleting your shit. Cause like we can just go down the line and start looking up stuff and be like, oh, okay, I see who this girl is. All right. Lots of jealousy. Lots of it. In my poor state. Okay. We're going to start with the littlest problem. We'll start with the smallest problem, the smallest deal, if you will, and we'll get into Miss Tory Lanez. Okay. For those of you who do not remember who this man is, it's probably because you're not Mandy, Larry, or Gary. Because apparently we're all the authority figures here, right? Yes. No, not like, let me feel good about myself for 5 seconds, and here comes the fuck you, bitch. It's like, okay, so I can see what you look like, smell like, talk like, be like, loser. But anywho, let's talk about this little bitch ass motherfucker right here. Girl, Tory Lanez is in jail because he shot Megan in the foot. That is via the court. Okay, that's why he's in jail. All right, prison, if you will. Okay. Now, ever since he's been in there, you know, a vast amount of people who don't use enough degree deodorant have been basically saying he needs to be freed, and he was in there. He's not supposed to be in there. Megan's a bitch. We fucking hate Megan. Blah, 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 all that kind of bullshit, and saying that she lied about it and got him put in jail. Okay. You had a bunch of pick-me bitches too that jumped onto his defense trying to get her guy and get him saved or whatever, right? Cool, bet. So he's in prison now. So he's been in prison. And of course, no time soon will be released. Maybe a few more years, maybe not. Don't care. He was in prison, y'all. And in prison, this man got shanked. Shanked, honey. Shanked. Like multiple times. It's like, what? I was like, what? Couldn't believe it. Oh my goodness gracious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts today that were made today. I am your God. My goodness. I don't want to be, though, because I would recommend worshiping Jesus Christ. You have made that many accounts and logged into that much today for little old me? I live. Girl. Reddit was right. Reddit can say whatever they want to say about me, bitch. Like, again, none of it's true. Again, if I really wanted to be that girl and find out that if it in any way affected my life in any sort of bitch, I can take them to court and fuck all of them over. So, anywho, thank you for, I guess, worshiping me. Ugh. Worship Jesus, God, or Buddha, or anybody that's not me. I'm just a simple person who has a channel and just wants to talk about stuff. It's not that deep. Anywho, it's not like Reddit stopped the party because, yeah, that's not a monetized network. But yes, Tory got shanked. Now, people were saying, well, it was a black on black crime, which was like, what the fuck? No, he got shanked by a Latino. Now, I don't know if y'all saw the video that posted about this or the guy that was talking about the situation or whatever the case may be. But let me tell you, the story that is connected to this is wild. I was listening to this and I was like, I'm sorry, he got shanked because of what? So apparently the guy who was in jail, who is his neighbor in his block or some sorts, right, is a guy who, and I can't believe the person who was describing this on Twitter was like, he's a good person, but he's in jail for like attacking people. Like I can't say the word, but like taking out two people in particular and attacking people. Okay. This is all allegedly, because I'm like, how did you get this information? But then again, you always gonna know somebody that knows somebody that's got somebody that's up in there that know the tea. Okay. And especially this is what Cali, I'm assuming this is LA, I can't remember. They're gonna know somebody up in there. So I'm assuming, yes, the story is probably true, probably a little exaggerated, allegedly, okay? The guy and Tori were like neighbors on the block. Apparently, they were, you know, how you would get visitors and people would talk to you this, that way, and the other, whatnot. And the guy had his wife come in who would come and visit, who allegedly was flirting, or Tori was flirting with her whenever they came to visit. Bunny, you saw that same video? I was like, what does that mean? He took out two people. He literally stopped the breathing of two people. He's a good dude. What? Over what? Like, it's like, okay. Yes, they are. So I was kind of like, okay. Not tell, yes, that same person who was like, the guy is a good dude. I'm not going to highlight it because, well, I can't because it's blocked. But like, he's been in prison all of his life. Basically, he's the guy who apparently shanked Tori is in prison for life, no parole, none of that, because he keeps on even adding more and more and more and all that kind of bullshit. So he's got a wife or whatnot, and she comes to visit. Tori was flirting with her, allegedly, and then Tori told the dude that he needed to be worried because his wife likes black dick over Mexican dick any day. Like, allegedly, not totally the same words in that regard. It's like she liked black dick anyways. .5'3". No, he's not. The size of Kevin Hart and Kirk Franklin, Tory Lanez. You over here in prison talking shit because allegedly Tory had paid people to protect him. He had connections based off of his affiliations outside of prison that were holding him down. So it's giving, I can say what I want and do what I want, and you ain't gonna motherfucking do that because I'm popular up in here. Is what that story that's where it was going. That's the road it was taking. That's the route it was going down. That's the route it was going down. He's insincere to the point of nausea. I run you. I literally own you. You just made this account today, baby. Good luck to you. Okay. All right. Hey, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm being attacked again. It's another new season of All Stars 10, and it's being a consistent attack, if you will. I'm apparently broke. I don't have shit going on. My cats are ugly. All the things that they've said about me. If you want to throw me a little bit of love and help me out with my little trip that's coming up, because I don't deserve shit or deserve to be here, apparently, based on these people, do me a favor, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Drop a little love in my jar if you feel like it with paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $Matt924 or MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. If you hate me, hit the like button. If you hate me, get the comment section, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. But I appreciate you for being here now. But yeah, it's getting old now. It was funny at first, but now it's getting sad. This is the most they've had done today. I think my moderators are missing it because they're focused on the chat, or maybe they're not reading it as hate at first, but I kind of pick it up because it's like, why would you even bring that into the case of whatever's going on? But I mean, again, back to Tori. So he told that dude all that shit. The guy apparently set it up, rolled up on him, blah, 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 and shanked him. So as much as I'm all on the team of fuck Tory Lanez and his bullshit and everything else like that, that is also extremely scary. And Tory, honey, I'd be zipping the lips for the rest of the time that you're in there. Do your time, get the fuck out. Clearly, it's not all green grass and you ain't running on that kind of shit. Like, clearly, good luck to you in there is all I'm going to say. As far as everything surrounding Megan, fuck you for that. But, like, it sounds like you need to just... Because, like, yeah, like it's clear that you ain't really running nothing, because by all means, that means everybody in the whole entire building wouldn't be touching you. But bitch, that man said, you talk about who? Ta-da. Done. He just needs to be quiet. He just needs to be quiet. Do your time, get out, make as much music as you want about Megan Thee Stallion as you want to. I don't know if we're going to be caring anymore by the time you get out, but like... That's the thing. You paying people in prison, allegedly, to protect you, and you still got God? They must have got paid more to move out the way so they can get you, or they just ain't the people that you thought they were. Like, if they told you they got put in jail for A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you found out it was shoplifting, like, oh, brother. But, like, yeah, good luck to you. In there, not in general, but, like, oof, I don't wish nothing like that, except if they were somebody who... Actually, let me not say wish upon anything, because you're not supposed to do that. That's how karma hits you back. You never wish nothing, no ill upon nobody, because once you wish ill upon somebody, it returns the favor to you each and every time. I'm telling you. But yeah, that's what's going on with Tory Lanez. And it's kind of funny because I really need to just go ahead. Is Chris at the end of this? He is, but I might as well include him now. Current mugshot, by the way. Chris Brown was arrested. Like, right after posting free Tory Lanez, I can't make this up, posted it, traveling overseas. I think he's in the UK right now. He got arrested for an incident that happened in 2023, busting that bottle over somebody's face. thought it was over. Isn't it crazy? Two men that have been accused of or physically aggressive towards women, Black women in particular. Oh. I was like, I thank you. I thank you. I want to read something that Damson Idris posted that I think really does apply. And I noticed this a lot in the way social media plays out, especially being on Twitter. Because honestly, Elon has made that place a cesspool of hate. Like it already was on some bullshit, but he's lit the fire up. Oh, by the way, that person that body shamed me and called me a monkey by using the banana emoji, that whole tweet violating the terms and services of Twitter. So I had to give him credit there. I was like, oh, okay. You saw what they were doing and you saw what that was, and you saw the microaggressions in that post, which doesn't ever happen on Twitter. I've reported posts that just fully say the N-word, like just straight up, just say it, pictures of monkeys, all that kind of stuff, and they don't do shit. So I assumed, oh, someone had to be in the house that day. It wasn't the AI. I was like, it can't be AI. But yeah, that place is just honestly just disgusting. I'm only on there just to post stuff for Drag Race, and that's pretty much that. And every now and then post a couple of things because some people are on there that do not get the same algorithm as me. But because I guess doom scroll in the morning, my algorithm is fucked up. Oh my gosh. Isaiah, you don't have to. Contributing to the I Hate Maddie fun today. Apparently, LOL JK, love you, friend. Love you too. Love you too. I am so sorry. I am so sorry y'all are having to see some of the stuff that like I do unfortunately breed, I guess, really nasty, hateful people. I don't know where they come from. I don't want to know where they come from. But I'm sorry that y'all have to see that because it's not just about getting me. It's also supposed to make you leave and be like, oh, he has all these people talking about him. Like seriously, I know what's happening. I know what's being done. I fully got it. I've been here for too long. I'm too old for this. Sometimes I do give it a little bit of attention and I should just like let it be. And other times I just want to give attention because I'm thinking this person doesn't have anything happening right now. And I am the emphasis of their day, whether they like me or not. So this is going to feed them in some sort of regards. And hopefully it'll make them like want to do things better. But I don't think I'm helpful in that case. So I will try to ignore more, but when I highlight it, it's normally my way of being like, please don't say I never get this. And I always do. I've had the full D threat in my inbox, the telling me to unalive the full bit. So I get it all the time. And I don't share it all the time. But when you come over to my live chat, I'll make you a star, I guess. Oh, and Christian, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the love on Cash App. Sorry you have to deal with these haters. Yeah. Thank you for your apologies. No apologies from you. I'm sorry, Christian, you're going to have to like read that or see that and all that kind of stuff and all that kind of stuff. Gary, I don't need to be humbled. You're not the person to humble me. God will humble me. You don't have power in this. Why do you want to humble me? Oh, and Gary, you also just made your profile today. May 15th, 2025. It's Gary. Their profile's at Gary Next. See what I'm saying? You're humbling somebody who doesn't need to be humble because God does that. You are not the decider of humbling somebody. And what do I need to be humbled for? I don't think I'm above anybody. I'm only above the people who send me shit like you do. Then I'm above you. Everybody is, not just me. Everybody in this chat. So, to Chris Brown. Chris Brown. Chrissy Chris. Oh, I know. We got to pray for people like Gary, Larry, Mary, Mandy. Again, I pray for these people. So I do. That is an actual truth. I do pray. I pray for my rant pack, and I pray for the people who are just, they don't have things going on and whatever the case may be. So that's true. I do. Yeah, you know this. I do pray for them because I believe that everybody shouldn't be in these kind of positions. But anywho, back to Chris Brown, who I've never liked. I was a fan when it was Run It. That is the last time I gave Chris Brown my time and my energy before he met Rihanna, is when I was a fan of Chris Brown's music. After that incident, I ain't never been able to go back. We can bring up Karuche. We can bring up the other girls. We can do the full bit of it. The man is known as the colorist. The girl's like, that's not true. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Allegedly. That man's a colorist. Allegedly. He does not allow any dark-skinned women of any ethnicity in his bookings, in his groups, in his parties, in his venues, in his sections at clubs. He only lets in white passing and light-skinned girls down. And that's true. So whenever he was accused of being a colorist, remember when he made the music video and put all those dark-skinned women in it? I couldn't believe it. I said, oh, this man is trolling for real. Like, for real. Like, damn well. And they just also got a video footage of you walking with these women, and they were not a single black woman in the bunch, which, again, that's your prerogative. If you want to be a snow bunny chaser, go off in the snow. Pop, do what you do. But also don't cosplay as a guy who loves everybody when you do not. Regardless of all of that, and I'm sorry I'm even bringing that up, but that's just one of my takeaways from seeing Chris Brown. I'm like, so you are someone who has put his hands on women, who is a colorist, who is also homophobic, who is transphobic, who is also on that good stuff. Not really good stuff, but that nose candy, okay? So him getting arrested over a situation that happened in 2023 is kind of crazy because you got away with it technically. You've been in the States, you've been doing your own thing, you've been touring other places. You thought that you could go back to some place where you committed a whole crime, do your own little show, and it's going to be all Gucci. That's the gag. That's the gag for me. 2023, that means, Chris, it's been 2 years. 2 years. DW, you got to understand, all of that is for the optics of wanting to keep people in the fan base. Because you got some punks that will obviously drip in dry heave over this man because they're like, oh, he would never. But behind the scenes, and I'm saying this because, I talk to folks. And I have that one friend of mine who's D. Some people are smarter at keeping their mouths closed than others. Some people are even better at just being the vessel of the artist and not the person who they actually are on the inside. They're able just to disconnect. A lot of people, though, will get tired of not being themselves and completely just start to spew. And just, this is it. This is all me. So he's arrested. We'll see what happens. No, we won't. I mean, I won't. I don't care. I mean, so they don't care. I mean, I just don't think of him. I don't think of men that I know are toxic. I just don't think of him. I just don't. I haven't been wanting to listen to any of his music. None of the music sounds good. Everything sounds old now. I'm like, y'all didn't want to buy Normani's album, but Chris Brown releases an album just like that every other year. Sounds just like her old shit. It's nothing new. Everything sounds like the nasal is a little bit off. That one nose is closed in because the sugar boogers got caught. No, we good. I'm good on him. I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed that the narrative keep happening with anyone's faves. I'll make your hero. Thank you. Keep echoing louder and louder in my mind. So that is why I no longer go on the internet and go under people's posts about Beyonce and be like, you can't and you can't. And I don't do the same thing for other artists I live and breathe for. I've learned to stop doing that because one, y'all just want to argue. Whether you're right or you're wrong, you just want to argue. Two, I can just support them in my own little world. And I can go to the concerts and I can go to the shows. I can go buy the album. I can do what I can do, whatever, regardless is in my budget. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever is in my means to do. I'll support that artist the way I want to. But like, I haven't listened to any of Kanye music in such a long time. That is one stance I am never moving from. Same thing with Chris. Same thing with this man right over here. And a few other people who I have not been able to listen to. I want to drop Azalea, but I can't. Her music has really just been too much for me. And then sometimes I'm realizing she said that shit, but then she took it back, but then she meant it, but then she didn't mean it, but then she said that, but then she said this. And so I get confusion. So I don't listen to her often. I'm not going to be at her concert, nothing like that. But like, I can understand why people don't like her no more because of the shit that's come out of her mouth. Versus someone like, and I'll say Azalea more of a, let me post this on Instagram or Twitter, and it's some bullshit. Or it's some like, ooh, half that's true. Now, I don't know about the rest of this, but half that's true. But Kanye wrote a whole song praising Rhymes with Spitler. A whole song. A whole song. No. Once he was in the Klan garb, nope. Once he, crashing out on the internet, but nope. The way I saw that relationship happen with Kim, nope. Him using religion for his music, trying to get the Christian audience in on it to buy shit when he didn't even feel those ways and is nowhere near God. Boom. I think that was my biggest, I can't do this no more. That man called himself Jesus and literally put religion in his I can't get the words out right now, not to say repertoire, but the way he was trying to communicate to his audience that he was about God, and he is nowhere near it. I do not like it when people take Christianity or take God and use it financially and they don't actually believe what they're talking about. Like, I could smell the stun a mile away. This man is putting together retreats and church retreats for this, and in reality they're not even playing like all gospel music. What's going on today? Something about him was always off for me. But when it comes to Chris, this guy over here, as much as everyone's like, he's changed, I don't see it. And here's another thing. Just like the people who are talking about me in my chats and stuff like that, they're going to hold everything that I've ever done over my head for the rest of my life. It's still just like what they said on this and just like what they said on that. And remember how you come on here and you do. All those things were a part of the portion of my past. And I do have a bit of a vulnerability with myself as a person that comes on here and is honestly sometimes sharing way too much of his personal life. It's the truth. Very much the truth right there. The difference is that nothing that I've done has hurt anybody. Nothing. Physically, mentally, spiritually, the rest of it. That's the difference, right? But there are people who cannot handle my emotions or the things I say or the way that I feel. And if I had ever came up against anybody that they liked and this and the other, it is now a grudge to be held. And so you're going to tell me about this for the rest of my life, which is why I don't care anymore, because I've already heard it for over the past 3 years. So. But like, when it comes to Chris, that man has a history of not only knocking girls down, getting away with it, clearly being sugar boogered out, getting away with it. It's always when is he gonna get his? When is it gonna happen? What is gonna take place to where he finally gets his dues? And so we saw him get arrested. This isn't it for me personally. These are not his dues. This is a fuck around and find out moment. Like, You knew you did something over there. Why would you go? That concert shouldn't even been put in place. But my fans, nah, motherfucker, you're trying to be free. And you wanted to do something that was illegal and against the law, and they were already looking for your ass. This isn't this isn't it. It just was funny that he posted free Tory Lanez, and less than 24 hours later, he's detained. That's why it was a gag, because it's like, okay, girl, how you gonna say free somebody and you not free? Good job. This is not his downfall. This is him being himself, not obviously remembering things that happen or feeling he's above the law in some sort of regards, or, oh, it wasn't that big of a deal, da 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 da. And then he gets over there and they're like, yeah, guess what? We were waiting for you. Come here, sweetheart, because you're going to have to pay for that. You thought to you. We've been waiting on you. Something from 2023. Oh, like, can you imagine? 2 years ago. 2 years. Hey, Eric. What's going on, my friend? Listen, for those of you who are just tuning in, we did have some trolls up in here. We did have a lot of people who are trying to make me feel really bad about myself. They've been blocked. Well, it's really just one person who's logging in over and over again. Don't pay attention to them if you see them again, because I've mentioned them now. They got to say something. But for those of you who are tuning in, hey, how's it going? Happy Thursday to you. One more week into my vacation's all I ever wanted. It's a big trip. It's a fun trip. It's going to be an amazing trip. I'm so excited that I get to go to a different country. Thanks to those of you who helped me get my passport. And for those of you who encouraged this trip, I really do appreciate it. We are 1 week away. So any of the tippy poos you drop, we're going to go towards that. And I think my last video before my trip will be this upcoming next Wednesday. Like right after the panel, I'll be doing another video, and it'll be like, yeah. And then after that, you won't see me again until the following Wednesday. So it'll be like a 7-day break for me from YouTube, as well as for my biggest fans on Reddit. They get to take a break. And then for all of you, you get a little time to catch up on some other things until I come back. So yeah. But yes. Yay. But no, Chris. That's how I feel about it. Chris, I don't care for him as an artist anymore, and I just don't care for his music. And when people are like, how dare you bring this and that up? You do it for other people. Why not him? I thought he really, but I'll be real though. I did think he was going to do some sort of change and metamorph it, like a real one. You know what I mean? I thought after that first tag and bag situation, I thought for sure, like, this guy would be going down a different path. Nope. Mm-mm. So, all right, Breezy. No good luck for me. Just all right. Just a reminder, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by myself are just my personal views. They don't reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned in this program. Grab your libations and strap in. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. And if you feel uncomfortable reviewing this program, go to Reddit. Go to Ready. That's what you can do. Okay. Yes. Do you have prep? I would highly recommend it. Honestly, for someone like you. Now imagine you worrying about what I got going on like that. This lets me know you're a child. And if you're grown thinking that sexual health is funny, oof, oof, you better let nobody find out about you, sweetheart. Oof, we. Well, they couldn't write another drug. You do know that, right? Because they probably wanted to say something about AIDS medication. That's what you wanted to say. I know you did. And I know when you typed it in and you saw you couldn't do it, that's why you had to do prep, because you think it's funny that people who are actively taking control of their sexual health, that's a read. So that lets me know you're running around here giving people STIs and STDs. Oof. The girls are exposing themselves. Oh my God, that's scary. That is scary. Okay, let's get to the topic. I'm just saying, like, that is not a joke nor a read. Like, sexual health is extremely important, and a lot of people don't have access to those resources. So you trying to gag me on that is crazy. Anybody that's taking care of their body in general, whether you're taking something that is for those who are HIV positive and trying to reduce your viral count, to those who are on PrEP that are trying to make sure that the STI and STD rates are kept down and they can actually explore their sexual life in a healthy style. And you think that's cool? You thought that was a read? Oh my God, we're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked. The world is not real. We're cooked. We are cooked. Oh my God. We're done. We're done. That's it. That's it. That's it. Would you like to know the last time I slept with somebody too? Or all right, so let's get to this sad piece of shit. Oh, he was doing so well on the run. No, he wasn't. Can you imagine being this man's child in court, having to hear everything that's being said? I only wanted to repeat that because somebody on Twitter said that. And I'm like, baby, they were there when he was doing those things. All right. Okay. Okay. They were literally there when he was doing that, benefiting from his bullshit. Ooh, someone is really mad. Not y'all having, it was like block, unhidden, block, this block. Ooh, someone was mad, girl. uh, well, he's on trial now, and he's not on trial against Cassie because so many people are not educated or have any information, I guess, on hand, or just don't know how to do research, or possibly just not go through comment sections. I implore y'all to actually find a news source that's an accredited news source and make sure you get your information from them versus somebody on Twitter. Okay. So it is I believe, Southern District of New York is who he is in court against, not Cassie. Okay? Cassie's there to testify. And oh, she did. And then some. You know, a lot of people are bringing up his mom. And I just found out so much today I didn't know about. I was like, wait, what? Like, I knew his mom had been like allegedly somebody that sort of pushed him in this direction because she was allegedly like a madam herself. I was like, no. And then I went and looked up a lot of shit, and I was like, oh my God. Okay. So this can you imagine what else we do not know about? So, why Cassie's testimony is so important right now in this situation when it comes to Diddy is because of the people who she was naming and the people who she was implementing, or sort of not, I don't want to say incriminating, that's not the right word, but like alluding to being a part of a team effort. And it's not just Diddy doing all of these things. It's like he had a team of people who were facilitating, who were what's the word I'm looking for here? Not facilitating. There's another word that I really like right now that I'm not getting to. Oh, that's a new feature. Not an enterprise. It's a word. Enablers. Thank you. That was the word. DW. I was like trying to get that enable. I was like, so it was on the tip of my tongue. I was like, no. A lot of enablers. Okay, a lot of enablers around him, and that's because they're getting paid, and they're also trying to keep this ship flowing because that is where their lifestyle is coming from, through this man and everything around him. So they started naming names. I don't have everyone's names down, but they were talking about like his personal assistant, like the lady who's in charge of his PR, his security guards, this, that, and the other. Like, Cassie was naming things like this woman was responsible for the emotional manipulation. This man was responsible for like cutting off any of the financial ties to things, so I wouldn't have anything. The security guards were the ones that were being sent to go remove and take all the things away from me, so I would have nothing and then just be destitute and broke. So I'd have to come back to him and da 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 da. And I was over here like, oh, this isn't good. This is really bad for you, bro. It's really bad. But I'm also thinking to myself, please put her under some sort of protection when she leaves the courtroom, when she goes home, her and her new husband, which I know they're very happy together. Right? She is pregnant while this is happening. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy on her soul. God. Ooh, it's just, this is how I feel about Haley too, going into this. Haley and Halo, I'm afraid for their safety based off of the fandom that another person we're going to talk about has created for himself. That fandom is extremely dangerous and toxic, like very much that. I also kind of feel it's fucked up that they chose. I mean, again, you can't plan life and all that's happening, but like, it's interesting to pull her in right now while she's pregnant. And I'm not going to go into saying, well, she may be emotional, because I'm not a woman. But I also know that when you're pregnant, based off of the information I have and what I've seen and what people have told me, women in particular, the emotions can be different. And so you're pulling her into a situation to where she has to relive all of that when she should be at absolute peace, if you will, while she is nurturing a whole body in her body that will then become somebody. That's a lot of stress to put on that baby. So I'm thinking to myself, I hope she's taking all of the proper like steps in any sort of like healing and some sort of like wellness, something of the sorts, when she leaves court and they put her in a sound bath with eucalyptus oil. I don't know, but like something to really take away the stress after each and every time you got to be put on there, because there is no way. I really feel for her. I'm in my 3rd trimester right now. Congratulations, Lenny. And I can only imagine the stress this is putting on her. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, ooh, you wanted to have this now? Like, you couldn't let her have the baby first? Ooh, then again, postpartum could have came afterwards. Yeah, it's one of those situations where it's like, we just need to get this done now and go ahead and do what we got to do. But I wish Cassie the best. I do, because it is brave of her as a victim to step in front of the person who literally caused you all these problems and say, I don't give a fuck. None of your words can affect me anymore. I'm about to speak my piece. We on. Seeing some of this online was weird. I want this so badly to not be real. I really hope that someone made this up. You're doing that in court. We would there no stop. Like, stop everything. Mr. Combs, what are you doing with your hands? As a matter of fact, we're going to take a recess. Can I speak to the councils, please? Can the opposing councils come up here, please, right now? Like, right now? I'm not even fucking, I'm so serious. It would have to be, does he not know what this looks like? I'm trying to help y'all, even though I don't think he should get any help. I'm just speaking on a level of what I'm looking at, what I'm trying to pay attention to, and say I'm a judge and I'm trying to, wait for the process of the law to play out and getting all the information. That motherfucker is doing this shit while she is literally talking about her experiences with this man in full tears. You're not supposed to be gesturing in court, Alicia. Thank you. When you go, first of all, you're supposed to dress a certain way. You're supposed to act a certain way, especially if you're the motherfucker that's on trial in the first place. I know that from experience. Like, you don't come up in there looking like shit because they're going to treat you just like that. But in this case, with this man with all this money, and we know how he's been, we know the fact that he was dodging and eluding his arrest in the first place. You get up in here, this woman who we have footage of you. They played the footage in court of you doing what you did, and you doing some shit like that. Rot. Throw away the key. Rot. 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 It's disgusting. I don't wish him well. I don't wish him anything. Intimidation of the witness. Like, you got to be a special kind of crazy, gross bastard for this. Just so we're clear, this is him now. Okay, because he doesn't have his he doesn't have his Just for Men's kit on. I'm like, Diddy, so you mean to tell me nobody in there got commissary with some Beijing for you friends so you can get your little scout back together and come up with the court? No, is this supposed to make us feel bad for you because we can see how old you really are by the color of your hair? Is that what this is supposed to be? This is supposed to be us feeling sorry for you? I just know more is coming. And it's not going to be better. It's not going to be any better. It's probably going to get worse. It's probably going to be worse. Probably. And I almost feel like this is going to be utilized in someone's campaign speech going into the next election. Put it on the table. Put it on the table. Put it on the table. I bet you money. I bet you money. Somehow, this that has nothing to do with that is going to be put, because you know how they like to bring in us in their shit and be like, hey, by the way, and all that kind of crap. I bet you money. Bet you money. And then probably going to take credit for it. Oh, you know what? That's it right there. Probably will take credit for all of this. Had I not been this, we would have never got rid of the guy. I bet you money. I bet you money. Because he was at those parties too. So like, as much as we want to do all this, okay, I'm ready to see where the Connect Four comes from. Because right now it's the people that work with him that have now been named in some sort of regards or alluded to, and we all know their names based off of our own research. They haven't been brought up to testify yet. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Random Note Sinners was just a great movie. See, this is the chat right now. This right here. We're on topic about the conversations. We're then bringing up things that are still related to the entertainment atmosphere and zeitgeist. No one's out here expressing their woes and disdain for the person hosting the show. No one is out here bringing up shit that doesn't matter. See, that is what I'm talking about, even for the girls that ain't subscribed. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Red Pack family. I appreciate y'all so much for being here today. Drop a little bit of my love in my jar. A little bit of my love. Drop a little love in my jar if you feel like it. If you feel like it, PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $Matt924 or $MattyRants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Anything and everything is super appreciated, but I appreciate y'all for tuning in and choosing me today. Thank you so very much. Oh no, Joel, I was just reading that. Okay. No. I'm not even done. I literally have it next to go. I got you, boo. I got you, Joel. Trust me, I already have it up. I got the whole let me pull it up right now. Because before I was gonna go to DDG and Haley, let me talk about that. Because I literally just read this shit not too long ago. Okay, so check it out. So Cassie confirmed Trump Hotel Scooter, I'm not going to say the word, but Scooter, and self-proclaimed Diddy hex slave, who claims Diddy, Hillary Clinton, and Obama are part of a satanic cabal trying to kill, was one of work. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, Joel, that half of that is a MAGA lady trying to put, you know what I'm saying? There are two parts of that story that I need people to realize, because I'm going to keep reading it, okay? Because it gets crazy. Mm-hmm. The lady who wrote it is full MAGA. So let's just get that out the way first. That's the one. Number two, they're trying to do something to set up what's going to happen for the next 4 years, because they actually are trying to make it to where that man stays the president. They're actively working on that, by the way. Two, or I should say three, there is a portion of this that is correct. But to me, I'm going to be honest with you, like, Cassie identified the man. But as far as the whole, like, the Hillary, the Obama thing, okay, that's that lady. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he said a whole lot of shit. And he's also mentally unwell. Even after everything that's happened, that doesn't make everything that's coming out their mouth the truth. So like this article, and I know which one you read because I'm reading the same one, is written by some backwards ass bitch who wants that to be the main focus versus it being Diddy. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the tea. She wanted that to be about Trump and being like, see, look, Hillary. Like, that was less about Diddy, all in that, and more about boom. That's when I'm starting. I really started to. I really started to pay attention to how people word articles now. And then you go and look at the source material. It's like, who wrote this shit with your blue check mark? Oh, okay. Okay. You're a news reporter who is biased, and you're supposed to be unbiased as a news reporter. That's why I can't take Fox News seriously, because that defeats the entire purpose of you being a reporter, an interviewer, someone who works for the news, where you're supposed to be in the middle. You're not supposed to be on either side of it. You're supposed to be in the middle, because the readers are the ones that have to then choose what side they want to be on. It's not your job to tell them where to go. All right. It's really weird. Like, I mean, I went to school for broadcast journalism. Didn't fully complete, but like the times and the classes that I spent, that was one of the main things we learned about, like, again, broadcast journalism. You are not supposed to be one-sided in your opinion. You are literally supposed to be able to tell, convey, and speak about what is happening in the news or what is supposed to be a hot topic, but you do not put your own emotions into that. You do not make it out to be, this is how I feel. That's not what your job is. Your job is to report the news, not to lead the readers down a road of your own self. Like, you know where I'm going with this. You're not supposed to make people choose a side. You're supposed to give them the power to make their own decisions. But a lot of the new, okay, I gotta be honest, because I can apply this to both sides of the coin here, on both liberal and conservative. I'll be very honest. It is very hard and very rare to find any sort of news program that isn't biased, except for local news. Local news is the one that I know when the reporters are speaking, there's like no emotions that are happening out of it, unless, and I've noticed this on Fox News in particular out here in Houston, and there was this one reporter, this white woman, is the way she was talking, because she was talking about something that happened. It was like a crime. There was black people involved. It was this white woman who was, I guess, her. Her closing statement was so like, okay, girl, we see you. It was, I wish I could remember. I wish I taped it that day, because I do watch local news. Not Fox News in particular. I normally watch ABC 13, which is out here in Houston, or possibly KHR 12, I think is the other one. I don't know. The people who don't like me the most or don't hate me, that need to hold me responsible and humble me, I guess, they could tell me, since they know everything I say, and they take it out of context, as you saw today. I love that we got proof of them taking my shit out of context. That's the part I love. KHOU 11 is pretty good too. Bunny, remember Chauncey Phillips? And, he passed away or whatever, right? I'm sorry I said it like that. I don't mean to take away from people who, like, because death isn't funny. Me and you need to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation. Especially my Houston Rant Pack members that know people that I'm talking about, we need to I'm not going to say anything else. Bunny, we need to have a conversation. When I was hate to be that person. I was like, I need to see the cause of D, because I know it's not going to be what it. Hold on, I'm just going to text. Oh, this. I should just text you what I know. Oh Lord, I think, but that was like 5 years ago, so things can change for people. But like, whoa, girl. There is also another person that who is on the news now, and I'm not going to say what program he's underneath, that would gag you of the stuff that I know or whatever. Remember, the authority. You just said you were the authority in drag. Anywho, I'm gonna stop before I go down a rabbit hole. I can't. There are a lot of people in the community that work in the news. A lot. A lot. But yeah. But yes. I keep saying, but yes. But yes. I still think it's crazy what they did with cutting the funding to, like for, in education, which was it education? I think there was the funding that cut for education that went somewhat to public broadcasting that somehow got Sesame Street canceled, which I still think is one of the craziest timelines I've ever lived in my life. You cut the funding for Sesame Street? Ground News gives you assessment of how biased an article is. Very helpful. This is why I don't like reading articles sometimes, Erica, because like you can taste the disdain in some people when you're reading it. Like you can just, damn, okay. Like the snarky shit that people put into their articles and they're like just trying to tell you the news, but that last little statement's like very bitchy and you're like, okay, what was this about? Like, okay, should this have been posted? And then that someone had to read over that article to then be approved, which means that they're either baiting for the rage to happen so people can read that article and they get a little bit of buzz around them, or they also align with the same facts too and don't give a fuck. And so they want to make sure that their audience, which they're trying to lean into one direction, comes that way because they see where the money's coming in. It's the truth. But yeah. I also don't get my news from social media because a lot of these so-called reporters that are out there, yeah, those are not actual people who went to school for journalism or broadcast journalism or even have worked for any sort of news organization, nor have they interned for one at that. There are a few people who I will give credit to by saying that they have put the work in, have built up an audience around it, and they do their jobs as far as what they wanted to create for this avenue of field work, right? You can even say some of us YouTubers are somewhat in a micro way a part of this equation because we talk about said situations and we give our own takes on it, where it's not as, well, it is as biased as you want it to be because it's us giving our take on it, etc. But it's a part of the news. This is a part of like the telephone conversation when it comes to these news reports. TMZ said it. That person talked about it. This article picked it up. They then discussed it. I got a hold of it. I did that. Someone watched this video, wants to talk about it too. It's telephone. Oh, that's Mark Zuckerberg selling off a lot of his company to, never mind. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. I noticed in the last 2 weeks, my notifications on a Facebook account that I barely go on quadrupled. And every notification I saw had to do with some article or some sort of like hot topic post or some sort of like whatever the case may be, had nothing to do with my friends, had nothing to do with any actual notifications on my account, none of the sorts. It was all about Why aren't you watching this? Why aren't you looking at that? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? And then literally look at my friends group and everything with Facebook. I shouldn't have not a single solitary conservative thing popping up on my feed. Oh, but bitch. Boop, 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 boop. Also, Facebook is the place where people feel the most comfortable being racist, homophobic, fatphobic, transphobic, Zionist, xenophobic, all of it. And Facebook does not give not one hot damn. Nope. They sure don't. Nope. And I put money on it. Almost, no, I shouldn't say every, but almost the majority of every post that's on there, get in the comment section. It will be the most racist shit you will ever read. It will be the most fucked up shit you ever heard. It is wild. It is nowhere near the place it used to be. It's nowhere near it. I hate to say it, but my Instagram has been doing better. It's the truth. My Instagram the algorithm has been way better. I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, this is wild. This is wild. This is way better. The only reason I keep my Facebook is because I've had specific family members ask me to keep it up, and that's it. But I don't even use my Facebook like that anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I use Messenger for a few people who I know just don't have Twitter and don't have Instagram and refuse it. I've been dying to like delete my Facebook though. I really have, but I saw a commenter calling Amethyst what? Amethyst or Amethyst from Irene the Alien's original season. What does that have to do? What happened here? Facebook, where boomers get radical. You can't say that around me. Remember that word. It was used. That was one of the they're misgendering her. Yeah, fuck them people on Facebook. The drag race Facebook groups are also disgusting too, by the way. I was reading something that brought me into a thought and I was trying to get it out and I just lost it. It probably wasn't important. Yeah, I miss MySpace. I do. I really, really, really do. Really do. We were a simple kind of people. The most I ever got was gay. It's the most I ever got. Those were the best of times. The most I got was gay. Man, I miss those days. Oh, it was a blessing to just be called gay. Oh, girl. They've gotten so creative now. Well, I mean, not the people who have come here, this chat. Nobody was creative. Everything was like, okay, all right, okay. Okay, and all right. I remember my page was you had to go to like a special website to like get codes to put into your MySpace so you could have like backgrounds that would light up and shit and like have the music embedded. You had your music player and you put your own playlist that would be in there. Like it was an experience. It was an experience. It was experience. Such an experience. Oh, I miss those days. Those were fun. I got so creative. The HTML coder, come out! I miss those days. Those were so much fun. Writing HTML in my free time. Oh, come on, women and still. Listen. I I personally was a big fan. Okay. Okay, I'm just reading this from the Inner City Press on Twitter. Judge, have your next witness ready tomorrow. Who are they? Don Richard. They got Dawn from Danny Kane. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. I will have to be listening to all of that. I'm going to have to be listening to all. I may have missed Cassie's because I was paying attention to what was being posted and getting all the pictures. It was also an off day, so I wasn't in the mood to talk. Oh, bitch. Has Aubrey not been brought to the stand today? Like, that's my whole thing. Like, why aren't they calling Aubrey up there? Did I miss that? Did Aubrey already get up there? Like, because I'm like, Aubrey. Why isn't Aubrey up there? Because of all the people I would want to, of all the people I would want to be up there right now, is that one. Because I know that white woman's going to clear. I know she's going to clear. I know she would clear. I know she would clear. Maybe they're waiting for her to be the last one because they know she's going to be like the last nail in the coffin. Woo! Please. Eric, hey friend. Ew, we have to block that person. To be honest, I would prefer those comments, because it's not going to happen. I prefer those comments versus the ones that are personally attacking me. I was late to live today, but I would love to see what you're thinking about the Delta episode with Nymphia. Oh, is this the part where I'm supposed to be like, Nymphia's a bitch and she's such a brat and like she shouldn't have won? Because that's not going to come out of my mouth. She's been doing this thing for like the last year. The nonchalant, the full bit of it all. All I'm going to say to that one, Eric, is that when one person does it, it's celebrated. When another person does it, they're a piece of shit. And so a lot of people are picking and choosing when they want that to be cute. And that's all I'm going to say to that. People are picking and choosing when they want it to be cute. I know she's doing a bit because I've met her. Here he goes again saying he met a drag queen and he knows drag. Blah, blah, blah. I know. Let me finish my story. So when I was on the set of Tongue Tied and I literally just met Derek Barry, like they did their whole scene. It was Derek Barry and Pangina. Pangina can confirm this. Derek was a sweetheart, right? Nymphia came in and she was running a little bit late and they were trying to get things together. Mama was mad quiet, but she also has a very like snarky, funny personality that's not like at all at a raised volume of more than 2 or 3. I kid you not. Because she was like coming in there. I remember she stepped in and they were telling her what the food was going to be. I know, but that's never enough proof, Eric. They hate that I know these things. They hate that I have information. Oh, girl. Shut my black ass up. I know. That's what they want. That's what they need. But back to the story. So she came in there and she was like, is the food spicy? Because if it's not spicy, girl, I might as well go home because I'm not about to come up in here and it's not hot. I have never heard her talk like that because I've only heard her from television. So it was really interesting to hear her like sort of give a little bit of that, like, now hold on. And she was really quiet and sweet for the whole time she was in there. When I met her, she was very nice and quiet. Hi, hello, da, 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 all that kind of stuff. And she was just talking to my friend David, who was doing the pictures that day. They then went outside and did the pictures. She like literally ran out there in that full dress. The moment, also, clock this, because Pangina was in that purple. That was a hot ass day in LA. I was there for that shot. Literally right there behind the camera. Dave was taking the picture. This is me. Y'all giving. Oh, very much that day. God, I would never. See, that is why for drag with me, honey, I couldn't be in the hot sun like that in a full garment. Nope. I'd be in the least amount of clothes, still sweating bullets. No. Drag is a wintertime sport for me. He's only done it once, more than you. And also, who says I still want to keep doing so? I fucking Libra. I change my mind every 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. It's not that deep. It really isn't. The Bagel was still on. No, Nippy was also, she was really funny during the filming of that. I wish I could talk more about it too, but I don't want to like get in trouble or anything. But the behind the scene process of watching Tongue Tied happen and the way they were setting everything up, but also shout out to the people at the restaurant that we were at because it was so fucking good. I still can't get over that World of Wonder paid for my food. I will forever hold that. For the haters too, I will forever hold that. Paid more than you, got more than what? Like, I thought that was so funny because I was up in there like, y'all ain't gonna pay me. I'm just coming in as an assistant to my friend here today just to watch everything happen, which Pangina gave approval for, mind you. And then it was like, what do you want to eat? Huh? Yeah, girl. Because I was also helping move shit around too. So it's not like I just sat there. I did also help move things and help them with certain stuff. So I wasn't just sitting there. That was fun. I definitely loved it. I love the filming process. I think it's amazing. And this is also another reason why I came back from that DragCon with a different take on reality TV and how things are filmed from that day. Because that was a long ass day we were there. Bitch, I came there right at the beginning of Derek's thing. And we didn't leave for about 5-6 hours. Bitch, I was done. I was done. I was like, God damn. And then y'all still have to do shit after this. You still got to do shit after this. Couldn't believe it, but I had more respect for the process of reality television and the filming in general of any sort of show, because that was like my first time, not just being in the background for a random movie being filmed in LA, but to actually be sitting in on the process, watching them stop, watching them redo a scene, watching them go, hey, can you re-say that because it didn't come out clear enough? And then them figuring out how to get it in there. It's really cool to see. Like, it's very awesome. If you ever get a chance, please, by all means. The girls are still mad I was in the WoW basement. Whatever. I think I like doing this to piss them off. Let me be honest. I think I also enjoy, as much as they like to tell me to humble myself, I also enjoy clapping back because everything I get to say is the truth. And everything you're saying is just speculative. It's just you trying to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you trying to like make up something to be angry, like all that kind of stuff. I love that you are jealous of me and that I make your world go around, that when I continue to talk about this, because you actually fell into my trap, I just sat there and was like, let's bait him real quick. And you fell for it. So I love it when you fall into the trap that's set for flies. Because all I did was say some shit, and here you come flying. Told you. I told you. All I got to do is say one thing. Boom. They just been sitting in here. Ooh, where did it go? We have one more hot topic. I told you. Alicia, come on. It's like, that was too easy. What would have really been the kicker is if you didn't just say anything at all. Then I would have looked like, oh, he's just talking to the, nope, you spoke. So thanks for What is that? 7 new accounts, 7 new emails. I think at this point in time, Google's just gonna have to say, hey, you can't make no more for this week. You're gonna have to try and get Matty next week, okay? All right, fuck DDG. I said it, and I'm not taking it back. His fandom can kiss my ass too, because y'all also attacked me over some real ass shit the last time. This man, who I already had talked about before in another video, if you remember, when he went on live stream and tried to basically villainize his baby's mother and send his audience after her to attack her, verbally abuse, full bit, all of that, just to get to see his child again, which was going to happen. But the baby was very sick at the time, and he was trying to emotionally manipulate her through his audience while he's emotionally manipulating them to be on his side. And a lot of it's giving, he has an audience full of babies' fathers that don't want to actually be in the child's life, but blame the woman for everything kind of shit, a bunch of pick-me women and all that kind of crap. Okay. He's one of these popular streamers, way more popular than me by all means, popular streamers who doesn't really do anything but get on the internet and hang with his boys. He's making music, if you want to call it that. It's not music I'd listen to. And, he's sort of a part of that whole streaming crew of people, like K-Sanat and all them, maybe not as high in the viewership as them, but he's a part of that whole popular incel man on, the internet with a microphone kind of tease, right? Okay. He's the same one defending Tory Lanez. He's the same one out there, women lie, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Okay. So it's been announced that there was a court-ordered restraining order that was granted to Haley against DDG for a lot of stuff. Verbal, physical, you name it, okay? There have now been texts that have been submitted. There have been there's pictures now of bruises, this, that, and the other. It's a lot. Even with the evidence that's given, and this is the state of California that this is issued in, right? There are people saying that she's lying, that you know how women are, which I'm like, listen, I can definitely say there have been situations I have seen where I have seen women lie on men. This is not one of them. This isn't one of them. It's not one of them. And the reason why I know it's not one of them, because this is about a whole other topic dealing with this man. And I was talking about him months ago when he did something to her, which was manipulate his audience to go attack her. I'm talking about this woman was receiving death threats. People were literally attacking her, calling her every kind of ugly in the book over him, and him saying that she's not allowing me to see my kid. You use your child as a prop on the internet, because when he got custody of the baby, and this is true, he got custody of this baby. Do you hear me? Custody of this baby. Custody of this baby. Not custody. He got the child back. Shows the baby on camera. Look, we got him back, y'all. Hands the child off to his mother, proceeds to stream for about 4 to 5 hours now. What was the point of you wanting to spend time with your child if you were going to be on the... Wait, hold on. What? It's really weird. He's also in fan groups, basically doing the same thing. He's dedicated fan groups for him that are also hate groups towards her. He's the moderator of. They verified that. It was just really, it was really wild. It was very much wild to see. So Haley has literally been quiet. She'll throw some sneaks out there with pictures of this, that, and the other, but she was playing the long game, because now that the restraining order is filed, we found out basically that apparently the man and her got into physical altercation. His fans are saying she was the aggressor. Yeah, right. Because I don't ever see her on the internet telling her audience to go after him. I have watched him on multiple occasions gaslight his audience to attack his baby mother. There's even video footage of him actually putting in and creating an AI version of Haley to have an argument with about their son. And you can find that footage on Twitter right now. Why won't you let me? He's literally talking to an AI program of Haley. Why won't you let me see my son? He did this on a live stream. Did a song bashing his baby mother too, the full bit. He literally geared his audience to attack this woman. She got full custody of the baby. Of course, he's crashing out. His child was used as a prop in his videos. There's even a video footage of literally the baby being carried in a bag, not a baby bag, not something to hold onto the chest, not something for that's literally designed for a child, but a bag that he put the baby in. So he was with Aiden Ross when this had happened, and he found out this information. For those of you who don't know who Aiden Ross is, he's I'm gonna go ahead and say it, a white dude who is trying to be popular through Black culture and is using in every bit of sort of I hate Black women energy in every Black man's body to get him where he needs to go. And I'm saying it just like that because that's what I can see. Because there's no reason for some little cuck like him to have anything to say about Doechii in the first place. And then y'all trying to turn it on Doechii. A whole white man calling a Black woman an entitled, unintelligent piece of shit is wild to me. Just like DJ Vlad. Just like him. This led people, so she allegedly posted something saying, shut up, saltine, the other word. To then people then responding, Jewish isn't white. That's a white man, sweetheart. Okay? Who is Jewish. That can happen. Yes. And he also did support him too. Yes. We have confused ethnicity and race, everybody. We have lost the plot. We've lost it. So the Department of Education is needed, apparently. And religion on top of that. Ethnicity, race, religion. 3 different things, by the way. That's a whole white man. Anything to attack a Black woman, it's wild to me. Protect Doechii. Protect her at all costs. Because anywho, so that bitch motherfucker was over there with DDG talking about fuck her and all. Oh yeah, we gonna get her, bro. We gonna get it, bro. Don't even worry about it. Don't even sweat it, bro. We got this. He lost $2 million in ad deals, by the way, because he said those comments about Doechii. Mm-hmm. Too huge, too big deals that he was supposed. He was over here like the money wasn't even important. It was just a big ad, bro. No, that money is important too, because that's the start of the paper trail that you're about to lose. That's the start of all the coin that you're about to not get no more because you opened your mouth and said, that. Wake it up. Wake it up. And because you know who they're actually catering to? More lost boys, more lost girls, more people who have not figured themselves out yet that see popularity and financial success through these people who are not adding anything to the equation. I'm all about people having their own thoughts and ideas for themselves and speaking from their heart and their minds, but not everything needs to be heard. Sometimes not every thought in your head needs to be expressed. And there are a lot of takes that people are making that are wild to me that it just be like, okay. So we're so far gone that you think that these guys who, because that was one of the reasons why someone who I knew whose child wanted to be, hey Kyle, thank you for that tippy poo from the other day, friend. I remember seeing that on my Cash App and I was waiting to see you in here to give you an actual thank you. Thank you, my love. No, piece of potato, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. And they worried about the wrong people talking about, oh, the gays and the trans and the drag queens. No. No, because you are so confused by what you think is normal that you have completely forgotten how to pick up on things that are wrong. So he has a restraining order against her. I feel like she needs to put one on his entire fan base. I really want her to be safe because not only is she a talented soul, she's just sweet Pete in general. I don't know this woman at all. I don't know this man, but everything I've seen of him is trash. Everything around him, behind him, in front of him. There are people pulling up old videos of him stream sniping girl streams and then showing up in person. I saw you on stream. Is there a problem that I'm here? How'd you know I was here? Well, I saw where you were on your stream. I was just rolling up like old streams too. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Can you imagine? With his own camera. Oh, yeah. And that's how I know that she has been working on this and they have been setting something up and making sure that all the information they need, ducks are in a row. Ducks are in a row. That is why I'm living for her right now and her family and whoever her friends are and the base that she has, because they saw him. He would literally talk about her every fucking day on his stream, bringing the child in as less of a, that's my son, and more of a, that's an accessory that she's keeping from me. Okay. Using a bunch of hurt men's feelings as a platform to then stand on. Your baby mother not giving you the love, me too. When in reality, we don't know what those men's problems were in the first place. And yes, there are some toxic women, because I'm not saying all men bad, all women good. I'm saying that the majority of the time, it is the other way around. In the other instances, it's the opposite. There are toxic men, there are toxic women. The end. There are toxic they, them, and the rest of it. But we're not going to do this today and pretend like this man didn't weaponize his own baby on the internet over this girl. We're not doing that. We've been watching this. You then had all these different streamers on your behalf pop up out of nowhere, calling Haley a bitch and saying all these really fucked up things. They found out one of the girls is a racist Trump supporter. Full on says the N-word on a daily basis because she feels like it. I was like, oh, so that's the girl that you had to have your back, that you asked to speak on your behalf because she has a lot of followers? Okay, bet. Who else? Aiden up in there. Ain't no good resource there. He don't like black women, clearly. Moving on. Your mama up there. I've been holding my silence for way too long. So you've been knowing something was going on. You never said nothing. Okay, boom, got you on the record. The sister don't want to say nothing because it's none of her business. All right. The rabbit hole goes. It is quite long for him. And all you got to do is look him up and see all the bullshit. No, let's not, because Sneeko is a self-hating man of color. Let's be very clear. He hates himself so much. He's the light-skinned dude that every white guy who wants to be a racist goes up to and go, can I say that word? You wouldn't mind if I said that. You wouldn't feel this way if I did all that. That's Sneeko. Sneeko is the person of color in the room that goes, I'm not going to be offended. That's who he is. To me, from the things I have seen of him, he is literally the black card. A self-walking black card. Look, going to, do you want to say, you want to call me, can I call you sir? That is who Sneeko is for me. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. He is literally a walking trash panda that wants to have all of his trash panda powers be given onto the oppressor. Yep. That's how I think of him. I don't think of him at all. Every time I got to see him, I'm like, ugh. This is the white dude who goes over, well, I'm Jewish, so I can, that means I'm not white. Wrong. That's the one. And then you got Sneeko. I'm the black dude or the dude of color. You could just ask questions and I'm going to tell you they're tripping. I hate all of them. Everybody in that marketplace, I just do not like. I just can't get into. I don't understand the appeal outside of that I get. But like everything else around it, I'm just like, bro, no. And celebrities even use them as ways to get a hold of like a younger audience or like the Gen Z nature. Like, you think them people give a fuck about all them street girl, please? Their manager sat there and was like, you need to get on over there because you see where that heat is coming from. Like, come on now. Regardless. Good luck to Haley. Good luck to Halo. I'm praying for your safety and y'all's wellness. His audience is sick. In my personal opinion, don't care for them at all. And we shall see what happens. But for anybody saying she lying, from my understanding, the way California works, for a restraining order to work, you got to have a lot. And it has to be very substantial for that to go into place. So, bye, Dornelli. Well, the thing is, Patrick, is that we all thought she was dating a bum in the first place, even though he do got money and he got a lot of streams. When we say bum, it's just the way he acts. I think people always mix that up. You're poor. Yeah, girl, but I'm not a bum. I'm not bumming over here and being a bum ass motherfucker out here saying some bullshit ass shit. Like, no. That is who that is. He's a bum because of his opinions. He's a bum because of how he acts online. He's a bum on that regards. He got money. Now, well, that kind of shit, that don't make you a class act. Jesus Christ. That's the part I always hate about folks. It's like, you think because they got money that they're actually giving what needs to be given. Look at Shannon Sharp. Y'all let him trash panda it over there on his little station, talking to all these people, trying to give folks this little platform. Found out that motherfucker on some bum ass shit, ain't he? Ain't he? Ain't he? Unc, what happened? What happened, Unc? We knew he was a snow bunny chaser. The dot. We also could clock in that there was that, oh, man, and this is how I feel. All right. And then 3, boom, now look at him. Paying off girl, putting hands on one. Bum. You got money. You a bum. But you're still a bum. With your bum ass behavior. Bum. That's the truth. So, Mia Thornton may be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know if I'm prepared for the filters to keep on filtering that skin texture, but we shall see. Sneak peek for RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 10 is out now. If you want to go take a look at it, go take a look. I won't, because I got to do a reaction for Patreon. Shout out to those of you who are subscribed to my Patreon. We did get some good news from Patreon as far as how I don't know if they won a case with Apple. I didn't even know they were going to court over this shit or whatever, but I'll go ahead and read to you what I found to be the most like, okay, this will be helpful. Mind you, both me and Chris, and I know a couple other Patreon folks, I think Valerie hit me up about, Valerie hit me up about this, was like, Matt, what the fuck is going on with Patreon and these payments and what's happening here? Because there was some shit going down where I was, and I am still, because I just refreshed it, looking at money sitting on hold like this. It's just sitting there. You'll get paid this in 75 days, but apparently, and I don't know if this is something that's going to go forward or if they're going to implement it into like, you know, past things that have happened here. But basically, where is it? Matthew, where is this email? You saved today. Did I do it on my tablet? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. Okay, so for Patreon, they were doing something with iOS Apple in the Google store where Apple was applying a 30% fee for you to be a member on my Patreon. That applied to Chris, that applied to Valerie, applied to anybody who had a Patreon. And if you had an Apple device through the iOS, they would charge you a 30% fee. I kid you not. This is why I was like, everybody, go to the website, patreon.com, and do it that way. Because I'm charging you $1 on purpose to avoid shit like this. So that's what was happening. Patreon's checkout option, which avoids Apple's 30% fee, is now the default checkout option for US-based fans making membership purchases in the iOS app. I also want you to know that I have gone on to the payment part of my whole Patreon and have tried my goddamn best to be like, is there a way to take this option off? Can I take this option off? Can I take this option off? Every time I get over there, there is no way for me to do that. So for me to see this for the US-based customers, I was like, why does this not apply to everybody? Continue. The second thing they say, your US-based fans now see the price you set without Apple's fee added in, just like they would on web or Android. Again, I'm asking you, if you're on my Patreon and you want to stay on my Patreon and you don't want to deal with those Apple fees, just go on the website and just do it that way via Patreon. Download the app for Patreon, log in that way. You just avoided that whole fee. Now, when your US-based fans use Patreon's checkout, you have faster payouts. So while that email is gorgeous, and then at the end of it, no action needed from you. New signups just need to use the latest version of the new signups. So you're telling me the 3 figures that's high as fuck right now that's sitting in my account that I'm looking at still has to go through the 75 days. So if you're in the US, that fee won't apply to you anymore, which is a blessing. If you're not, go through the website. Check your iOS, double check, okay? Number 3 to that, I feel like I just said 2 things, maybe 1, 3, 2, 1. Is that I'm still going to have to wait for that money. That's still sitting in that little hole that I actually could use right now to pay a bill. Literally, I could use that bill right now. Like, come on, girl. Like, get. So, yes. Well, I know I complained. I sent an email. I think Valerie sent an email. I know Chris was talking to, like, directly, someone in customer service through DMs or whatever. I know a lot of people were, like, hitting them up about it because it was like, okay, hey, this is such a weird thing to explain to your audience when you're like, my fee is this, but then they go to check out and it's a whole nother price. And now I'm having to explain to them what iOS wants to do. But then on top of it, you all hold the money because you say, and I quote, oh, it's so wild. They hold the money because they're trying to make sure that the funds are valid. You need 75 days to do that for $1? That has now added up to quite a bit of dollars, I'm just going to say. But I'm just sitting there like, And this is for new people who sign up. So that tells me that this does not apply to the people who signed up during that program, that you're still going to charge them that if they did. So yeah, I love Patreon. It's just been pissing me off a little bit lately with their new rules. They also changed the date when people get paid. Now it's a little bit. So I'm like, come on now. This is one of the ways people get to watch my reactions. We have our own little community there. I don't want the drum from that. So like, help us out, because it's not just me that this is happening to. Definitely need to be. It's a lot to take in. So let's talk a little bit about my trippy poo coming up. Yes, the little trip that y'all have paid for that I have not put a dime of my money into, apparently, in reference to, with my insincere ass. You gonna show that you're still in the chat now, or what, sweetheart? You gonna fall for that again? Anywho, like as if it's gonna stop me from talking about you, just like you did the same thing, fuck ass face. We're literally 7 days away. Again, for my schedule, I will not be live next Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday. I will be back Wednesday. So that will be the 28th of May is when I will do the Drag Race episode 4 of All Stars 10. That's when that review will be out. And then our first panel to follow up will be June the 1st. So 25th of May is a pause for the pan. And the 24th of May, I will not be going live that day because I will be out of the country. So very excited about that. We have so much set up on this trip to do. I am just... I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. I'm still not done with bee shopping, but I just don't know what I want. I mean, I need a tank top because I really wanted to get sun. I wanted to get a lot of sun while I was out there. And one of my big deals was like, okay, Matty, like every day we're going to be outside. We're going to be at the beach. It doesn't matter what we're doing. We're going to be doing something each and every day. And that's kind of how our itinerary is set up. So I realized when I was going through my closet that I have a lot of fall and not enough summer. So I was like, oh, I have a lot of drag merch shirts too, baby. I have 63. And I don't even wear but 10 of them. I have them in like storage containers too. I have so many drag shirts. I bought way too many, and then I also got some for free. So like way too many drag shirts. But I was like, no, I'm gonna have to go somewhere like an H&M or some kind of bullshit place like that. Get something like a little cute little number or whatever, little short moment, a little tinky. We'll try to do that whenever we get an opportunity to, if finances are available, right? But everything else, I already have like sort of like planned out. I planned around this entire trip, get my hair done the day before, get my nails done, all that kind of good shit. I'm just excited to be out with some good friends. It's gonna be great music, great food, alcohol. To not have to be on here listening to some person who needs some help, you know what I'm saying? That I am their focus. That is gonna be a beautiful thing. But I'm gonna miss all y'all. Like y'all, my supporters, my friends, my people on the internet that I give all the fucks about in the world. Like my ass is gonna miss y'all down. I will be vlogging, but I won't be going live during any of my time there. And Jazzy, I'm saying that now for the safety of the people around me. I'm realizing that even with the little comments I do get here and there, that's a dangerous person with a dangerous mind who may need some serious help. And I don't want to facilitate or put anybody's life at risk by me just doing something that I thought would be fun. Like, unless I can be somewhere where it's like no one can like literally look at anything or whatever, I may do something then, but I will definitely be filming some things here and there, and I will be doing what I can on said trip to at least bring back some content showing my trip and things that we did get to do and eat. I'll be using my phone. My action camera that I bought, I don't have the accessories I need for it yet, but hopefully I'll get it in enough time before I go. But I'm going to try to get like as much as I can done. But based off of just seeing how, you know, what's the word? Yeah, it's just that you saw these people today. I had someone make multiple accounts just to go off on me and to humble me. You need to, that's dangerous. That person, that's some sick ass behavior. That's some fucked up in the head kind of shit. You made email accounts to talk to me on multiple occasions about shit that does not apply today. That's sick in the brain stuff. That's a you need help, bitch. You need to be put in a room somewhere kind of stuff. So yeah, no, I won't be. No. They can come over here while I'm getting monetized and give me their little engagement so I get my little coin tots, and they can go be mad about me on a whole nother platform where it doesn't feed or fill up any of their tank. That's fine. But like while I'm on the trip, no. I need to recharge. I need to pull myself back into my own little whatever, and get myself together and just have fun with my friendos. And that's just really what it's going to be. And I will, of course, try to document as much as I can, but it will not be me vlogging every single day that I'm there. This is not a work trip. This is a vacation. So yeah. But yes, I'm excited. We have some beach excursions. We have a mountain excursion. We have this like really cool thing with waterfalls and all this kind of stuff. And like, I don't know, we have a lot that we have like set up. We have a lot that is going on. My friend keeps on adding new things to the itinerary, and I'm just like, girl. And so I'm rolling deep too. Like I'm going to be with all of my best friends. Well, the majority of them, the ones that live here in Houston. I'm going to be with literally everybody who is like family to me. So like this is going to be a beautiful and blessed trip that, you know, I was able to put together. Thank you. I'm so excited. So yeah, if y'all did throw any love, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, it's appreciative. But you don't have to. But if you want to, maybe you can, what is it? Like the person, I forget which, was it one of them that ended with an Airy or an Andy or whatever the fuck they were. If y'all want to be the person that they say that you're being, please, because apparently they're trying to shame you in all of this. So if you throw me a little love my way, it's going towards my trippy poo. But yeah, so right now, we'll see what happens. It is what it is. For the most part, I got everything that I need to get for this trip. Toiletries, I need to get those and all that, but I'll just do that the day before. But yeah, I'm happy. And I think I'm even more excited just to step away from this computer and not engage in negativity. Like I'm gonna miss the fun we have and all the stuff that we do and putting together videos and doing Drag Race, but I'm really excited just not to deal with those people. I wonder whose chat they'll be in this time. Like if that, or maybe I am their son, so they'll wait for me to come. Either way, I think it's kind of funny. It's sad, but it is kind of funny because it's like, who does this? Whatever the case may be, you have to whoop it up. I plan to. That's why I've been working out like crazy and building my metabolism up because I already know I'm going to be drinking down. I'm going to try almost everything. If I've never tried it, unless it's like pork or like shrimp or like seafood, I'm not going to try that. But like other foods and different kinds of cuisines I've never had before, like I'm very excited for this. I'm still trying to figure out some other things too, though, because it's like my friend was like, well, I didn't have a problem when I had this with the water. Well, I got sick and da 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 da. And then my sister-in-law was like, she almost got me to like not do my hair for the trip. She was like, oh my God, because somebody who we're close to got like a heat stroke and they got like heat poisoning from the sun. And then like, cause she had her hair was braided down and got to her scalp. I was like, but I want to do something with my hair so bad. So I'm like, I don't want to talk myself out of it. I mean, it's cheaper if I didn't do anything, but I wanted to do so. It's a way of pampering as a part of the trip too, is getting my hair done. Like that. Go, Maddie. It's your vacay. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. I always show you love because you are bae. We're gonna turn it up like it's Sunday. Like we're You're silly. You're silly. I can't, CJ. Yes. And the person I'm talking about is like my skin tone. We both light skinned Black folks. So I'm like, that's why I was like, oh, I might need to take like heed to this one here. No, I have not seen this. Searching for Mexico with Eva Longoria. Is it on Hulu? Because I got the Hulus now. I'll watch it if it's on Hulu. It's 6:48, so I need to make my dinner for tonight. What am I going to eat? I have leftover ground turkey, so I'll just probably make a salad and put the ground turkey on top of that with croutons. That's what I'm going to do. Because when I tell you the homole, as Dooley lovingly calls it, we've been in full effect. We've been in full force. Matty isn't ordering no food. I miss it, though. And I've wanted to so bad. Ow! Especially in the morning. It's on Max. You mean HBO Max? Because they changed it back again. What was the point? Why did you do it in the first place? That was so dumb. That was so dumb. You guys, we're not going to be HBO Max anymore. We're going to be Max. Year later. We're no longer going to be Max. Introducing HBO Max. Say it's not doing well. Say that you removing all of those shows that we watched and all the stuff that we liked that you canceled or either removed off. Say that's the problem. Because in reality, that's the problem. That's why people stopped being on HBO Max. Because you would take away all the good shit. You also just changed up the whole layout for the app now. Oh, hate it. I kind of miss the way it used to be. I'm like, girl, what the fuck is this? So yeah, didn't mean to dead name HBO Max. Oh my God. I cannot. But like that's why they're not doing well. You seem indecisive in your approach as a streaming app. And on top of it, you're removing things that people watch for nostalgia purposes to make way for shows with Jake Paul. Ew. What a horrible human being that man is. You literally fight old people for a living, girl, and you call yourself the greatest boxer, but you ain't never been in no heavyweight match. What? What? You fight old motherfuckers for money. You fight motherfuckers who are literally 200 down in your weight class. Girl, chop. Not even in your weight class. What? Like chop, 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 chop. The whole family, chop. Chop. Chop, chop. That Batgirl karma. Honey, listen, the moment that man went out in the woods and basically was like, oh, dead body. Yeah, we should have never let that go further than it did. We should have never, ever let that man go any. Okay, that's it for me, everybody. That's a wrap. It's been a wonderful, fun live stream. There was so much love in this live stream. And then we had that one person that logged into so many different accounts today. You can't make that up. So I want to give a shout out to everybody and that one person. So all of those logins that you just did, those are views, baby. Be smarter. Gotta be smarter than that. But if I make your world go round, don't leave me. But no, for everybody else, God bless you all. You're amazing. And I love you so much. Hit the like button before you walk out the door. Leave yourself a comment in the comment section, please. And thank you. And then I shut Jamie, shut up. See, me calling you by your first name lets you know I know who the Yeah, he doesn't know. I know my audience, girl. I know the ones that are the real ones. But these are the fake hoes. I don't be touching. This was a vibe. Thank you. Listen, we dealt with some toxic shit in this live today too. We laughed, we learned, we loved. If it happens again, I'm just gonna do the blocking thing. I don't have time for this anymore. It's funny, but it's also not funny. It's kind of sad in a little bit of a way. It's like sad for them, not for me. I find it sad because I'm like, I've never given this much energy to anybody but me. I must be important. You're stuck with me, Matthew. See, not the government. Jamie. That's right. We have like hung out social wise via Zoom before and played games and all that kind of shit too. Well, of course I know you, Jamie, but like, yeah, anywho. Of course I know you. I love you, Jamie. I hope you're doing well though. Like for real. I hope you're doing good. Let me make sure I got everything down. Shout out to the Tippy Poos that happened today. I thank you so very much for the love and generosity. Did not have to, but for you thinking about me a little bit extra, I appreciate it. I will be going live on Saturday to do the review for RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 10. I will be having my Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo up. I'm so sorry. And then I'll do the same thing for the panel on Sunday. Okay. The last time I'll be going live is maybe that Wednesday. I will be going live that Wednesday. Part for my vacation week, but other than that, check me out on Patreon. Make sure you catch those reactions for as low as $1 a month. I'm bookable on Cameo. Shout out to the Cameo requests I received. I got those taken care of for you. Merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. I'm an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus, so get that free week of Paramount Plus on me. Also, wow, I like literally named so many things. Patreon, Cameo, dragqueenmerch.com, affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. I am successful. More successful than anybody who came up in this chat and told me that I wasn't. Way more than you. Way more. I appreciate the views today, everybody. God bless you all. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you on Saturday for the review. And nothing that I said today should have made you mad. Nothing that I've done in my past should have pissed you off. But if it did, BetterHelp.com. It's not a paid promotion at all. Just, I hope you get some help, okay? All right. Let me hear your thoughts on our conversation today with those hot topics and those toxic men. Apparently, this is like a toxic week for men. But yeah, I'd like to hear it in the comment section. But again, take care. I love you all so much. And I will see you Saturday for Drag Race All Stars 10. Goodbye.
Listen.
Yeah.